Wah! Confidence. We're all the most confident people in the world. Welcome to Cursed Ones, the show where
I'm gonna
we
be.
are cursed.
I'm gonna be rolling well today, guys. I'm
Yes,
just putting this out
you
there.
are.
I'm rolling well today. I'm gonna call it.
Manifesting. All of us are going to roll only nat 20s for the whole session. It's gonna be fucking
True.
wild. It's gonna be put in the history books as the most
literally true.
unprobable thing that's ever happened in the world.
Definitely,
I can
absolutely.
hear the speedrun music in my mind.
I hate to ask this, but could you not roll only natural 20s?
We're trying to beat the record.
Damn it.
You
We
know?
just have to go first. That's the secret.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See,
we got
that's-
it. We just have.
But then again, if we all tie in like an initiative, because we all get nat 20s, and then we roll again, and it's another set of nat 20.
We're never gonna escape.
At that point, we're never going to escape initiative.
At that point, it comes down to coin flips. Weird or rock,
Coin
paper, scissors.
flips. Yeah, at that point,
You
this
flip
is
the
going to be
coin,
the
you get a
session.
20.
This is going to be the session of rock, paper, scissors. I am calling it. It's going to happen. Boulder, parchment, shears. It's canon. We're doing it. It's here. Welcome to the Cursed Ones, where we're down some people. But you know what? We're making do, baby. Question of the day. I think I thought of it earlier, which was, what was like, because I feel like all of us, we're like early 2000s people, all of us. What virtual world did you play on when you were a kid? So I'm talking Animal Jam, I'm talking Club Penguin, I'm talking Neopets. I would like to know, which ones were you? So let's go to the intros. What's funny is I think I know everyone's answer here. I was expecting a broader range, but I think I know everyone's answer. Oh god, if you want me to do a proper introduction... Dabs with a top hat. Who are
Holy
you?
shit! Oh my god!
Who are you? And what virtual world did you play on?
The name's Matthew Igabuha. I play Thrux / Kevin.
Kevin!
True.
My online virtual world that I used to play the most was definitely Club Penguin. I know this is unsurprising, however, like, I have history there.
Was there a party at your Iggy?
No, it was never that popular.
You'd never had a party at your Iggy? This is so sad.
Well, Snorp came to it every now and then.
Yes! Don't worry,
Well,
we're gonna make... This session is
outed
gonna
my
be the
answer.
party at the Iggy. Did you used to try and flip the iceberg? That's the real question.
No, I did not believe in it.
Yo! We got a factual gamer over here.
Until the end.
Until the
in
end.
the chat.
Sad days.
Okay, I did create a count at the end of the Club Penguin, and I did flip the iceberg then.
Nice.
So, but I was a card chester guy, so.
I'm glad. All right, Snorpo9, who are you? What virtual world did you play on?
Hi, I'm Sofa9. I play Unknown, also known as Own. And so Egg said it in his answer, Club Penguin. We used to play Club Penguin together. Club Penguin.
That makes sense.
It's so amazing the pipeline between Club Penguin players to Linux users, and the pipeline begins and ends at Penguin.
Also, King
I
Dedede
don't-
is somewhere in there for some
That's
reason.
true.
I don't use Linux.
Roughly a
I think Linux is-
50% success rate.
There is like a drop off in the middle that you can fall out of in the pipeline, but
Yeah, that's
other
King
than that,
Dedede. Egg also likes Kirby, not as
King
much as me.
Dedede.
Okay.
You were either taken by the King Dedede or escorted along to Linux.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Spectate these nuts. I'm so sorry that I'm just grossly chewing tapioca, by the way. Spectate these nuts.
Oh, you're
Who
fine.
are you? What was the virtual world you played on as a kid?
Hello. Hello, I'm Cece. I played Charpay, and contrary to popular belief, I did not play Wizard 101 as a child. I got into that recently. But as a child, I don't know. I wasn't really an MMO child. I had Animal Jam and Webkins, but I don't have a lot of specific memories with those. I was more so like an online Flash sketchy games kid. I love those.
Yeah,
like
no,
whatever,
can
like
we-
123games.com or something like
Yo,
that. That was me.
cool math games.
Honestly, that was
Yes.
up there for me as well. I was a Flash kid.
I think we're all Flash gamers as well.
So true.
It
So
was
true.
so
Don't
incredibly insecure, but it was so amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Hi, I am the power of Gary. I am Dean, the Dungeon Master. I play everyone else, and I run this shit show. The virtual world that I played on as a kid, I mean, the one that I mostly played on was Animal Jam. I was an Animal Jam YouTuber at one point. Fun fact.
Real?
Those back in the
Were
day,
you a
who remember...
Jambassador?
I was not a Jambassador. Those back in the day who remember AJMV Timber High Pitched. That was me. And I had a bunch of videos that I got like 5,000 views on a lot of them. That is literally the most popular I've ever been when I was an Animal Jammer. So, I had a prolific career as an Animal Jam YouTuber. Eon!
No, I'm not playing today because I feel terrible. But I have to fucking question.
Holy shit! Hang on.
And also, you talking about Animal Jam always brings me back to the fucking videos that you did because it's still so fucking funny to me. Okay, I'm not playing today. Don't mind me. I don't exist in this world. The name's Young Guardians either way.
And you know, Eon Guardians, what was your virtual world?
Okay, I have like 5. There was Fantage that I used to play a lot because you could like go around, like just skateboard around. I like to play this one puzzle game that was near like a mystery mirror fountain. The next one was Animal Jam because classic, you love Animal Jam. There was Roblox, I used to be too big in Roblox. There was Mushy Monsters, if you can call that. There was Adventure World. There was
You were in
Panda
everything.
World.
What?
No, it wasn't called Panda World. It was called Pandalanda. What else was there?
I'm so baffled
I think that's
by
it. That's it. I played like 7 games, to be honest with you.
Amazing.
I still have all the codes. Yeah. I still have a diary with all my codes in it. Thank you very much. Bye.
Goodbye. God bless. I just remembered actually when I was young, I was super into Minecraft to the degree that I lived nearby the Minnesota Science Museum when I was younger. I mean, I guess I've lived in them so all my life, but they had summer camps there. And my dad put me in specifically Minecraft-related summer camps at the Science Museum. And so there's a picture of me when I was like 11, and I made like Minecraft armor at the summer camp out of cardboard.
Yes.
So
that was me as a child.
We're just gonna do questions. We're just gonna do
other kids how to.
Yeah.
I was teaching other kids how to do summon commands. I was the coolest.
You were giving them too much power.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna go through every single game I was into when I was younger because we'd be here for approximately
the whole stream.
I'm gonna say 5 hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're a bit of a gamer.
Yeah, I mean, look at Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yo! No! You killed him! What the fuck?
He's dead.
Kill Luigi. This is so disrespectful.
No, I've tried.
I'm in shambles.
This is horrible. But yeah, no. This has been such a question of the day, and I'm so glad that we were visited by someone who is not even real.
A celebrity
So
cameo.
true.
A celebrity cameo. Holy shit.
True.
All right. I guess let's do the recap and, banish our lovely childhood thoughts of AJMVs and pandas and penguins and Minecraft. Though, honestly, that would be an amazing question for another question of the day. Now I'm thinking next week, someone remind me of it. We're going to do what was the Minecraft server you played on the most as a kid? Because I know my answer.
Oh, God. Yeah.
All right. Let's begin then. Or not to recap. I forgot about the fucking recap because of course I did. Last session where we began, the party was currently they were spotted by Jirax, who had been turned into a zombified spectator. As such, they began initiative, and a battle broke out between the zombified spectator Jirax and a number of zombified people in the village. And they started making their way through Divinity's boardwalk while being chased down by all these different entities, which could burrow worms into them, they could scream a paralyzing scream, and just generally slam into people. Some of the highlights of the fight included Own unable to kill this one burnt, charred as fuck zombie for like 10,000 hours.
I got so many nat ones. Oh my god, I got...
Trio climbing up a building only for a zombie to follow after them with way too much vigor, and just generally a lot of chaos. But throughout the middle of the battle, they heard a call from the distance, from a familiar voice, Mariana de la Croix, from the Grumpy Gator, which they ate at previously. Yes, de la Croix. I know, Snarp, I know.
We gotta have LaCroix.
This name has been in Cursed Ones for years.
Well, LaCroix.
We take the little victories here. So, Mariana had basically yelled out throughout the streets, "Hey, get on my boat, let's get the fuck out of Dodge." So the party did just that. Throughout, chaos and calamities and teleporting and rambunctious shenanigans, we could say. Eventually, Charpay and Thrux got on the boat while Own and Trio managed to be in the water. Due to their infection, though, they're like 2,000 tons heavy, and it was kind of hard to swim. Also, Charpay was sinking the boat, because Charpay got, like, double infected, so shit was bad. So, while trying to bail the boat, while trying to make sure Own doesn't sink into a lake infested with worms, there was a lot of chaos in the boat, though.
During this, I also got another nat one.
There was some nat ones during this commotion. So yeah, after a while, though, with some lucky rolls and some teamwork, they all managed to make their way towards Abjur's Sanctuary, where they came upon the scene of District Officer Aaron Vidal and Hyojin from Hyojin's Blades, taking care of a number of the undead civilians in the city. As such, they were brought to a little sanctuary, which was Hyojin's blade shop, where they laid low as Own had their two visions. The first one being Grayold having a big ol' scream, bad time. Second,
and that one had.
Yep, that was bad. There was damage, 40 damage of psychic, not good. And after that was a vision of a strange fucking creature appearing from the void and was like, "Hey, Own, I'm gonna fucking find you and kill you." So things are bad, which is going to bring us to now, where Own has recently arisen, and Charpay's infection is growing a lot worse, as shit's going down. Alright, let us begin. This is going to be a scuffed introduction because I had no time to plan an intro for this session, because shit got shuffled around.
Valid.
Alright. We find ourselves within Hyojin's blade shop, which is a little cozy hole-in-the-wall type area. The walls are covered in these shelves and such, holding in them different metals and dusts and strange filaments that would be used for enchanting different blades, though all of them have this distinct tremor to them. Or at least most of them do. In fact, the whole room, you can't tell if it's shaking or if certain planks are shifting and moving. As you were all sitting around in relative calmness with civilians, scared but presumably safe, you weren't expecting this place to suddenly become overrun. Own, you peel yourself out from the wall that you have been flung into, and there is a massive indent within the walls with shelves peeling off against your back and dropping to the ground and spilling their contents onto the floor of glass beads and metal shards and these little tiny pieces of like gold that aren't really currency, but more of something you could melt down to repair broken blades. And with that all scattered across the floor and rolling out to the sides, for a moment you realize that some of those bits of metal aren't actually the metal, it's the sheen of the worms. There's a lot of them in here. And either you guys just didn't notice them before, or in the span of seconds they managed to get in here, with their strange twisting movements and guttural slithering noises. All you can tell now is that you're most definitely surrounded. There are cracks in the foundation of this cozy establishment. And whether it's your fault or not, they found you. So, that is going to bring us into this general chaos. You guys are scattered about the room with a number of civilians around the place as the squidging of worms starts to slither around you all. And Hyojin, who is a Merilith, she has like 6 different arms, she slithers back a little bit and just goes, "Great, they got through the defenses. Well, try to take out as many as you can, I guess, and we're going to have to do this one the hard way." So, there are a ton of worms in the room. What are you doing?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, Thrux, I will remind people, is now looking rather weak.
Frail.
Getting clean of bones and that sort of fun stuff. Goes, "Hey, pulls out a firebomb. Good idea, bad idea. I
Absolutely horrible idea.
Worst case scenario idea. Agreed?
No!
That would
Agreed.
burn all of us in the building.
Is something happening? This looks like quite the scandal. At this point, there's a number of emotions just being, like, flung around the room. There are people in the corner who have been severely traumatized and shocked by this whole ordeal happening that are curling up into balls, like, shrieking to each other, grabbing onto people, like, near them, and just generally closing their eyes, hoping in vain that they'll just go away. But you can clock about 12 of these things in the room. And Charpay, you unfortunately feel from your sleeves, they drop out first into those like large puffy sleeves that you have around your arms, and they embed within the flowers at the bottom of it before managing to slither out around your armpit area and drop onto the ground.
What?
Do we notice this? Does anyone else notice?
Yes, there's worms all over the fucking place.
Fuck. Thrux is gonna run over to Charpay and go, "Worms? Really?"
Oh no, I think Cece's frozen. Oh no, Cece's back. Okay, there we go.
Thrux is just gonna
Okay, it's fine.
What are you gonna start doing, Thrux?
Slicing at worms on the ground with the cutlass.
Okay, I would like you to roll to hit.
Man.
Okay, 1 second. I have to look. That's not a great roll, but there's a chance of still might.
My best idea right now is Own stomping the worms, but
You
I
can
don't
also
really
do that if you want to roll to hit.
Yeah, I guess I will. I'm worried that they're gonna get in Own in the process of this, but let's find out, Zoe. If I. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's only a 6 to hit. God dang it.
Alright, and Hyojin is just going to unsheath one of her blades and just sheath it around the ground and slash it around, hoping to catch some of these, but causing a massive gash in the wall that splatters a bunch of them onto the wall. What did you get to hit, Thrux?
12.
12. Okay. So, with a little bit of trouble, actually, I'm thinking mostly of the way that the stomping happens in that one scene in Spirited Away where she's trying to stomp the squid. Not the squid, the fucking slug. So I can see you just, like, generally stomping your foot around trying to get it, but eventually it starts up onto the wall where you're able to take your fist and just slam it against it, where it splats into a massive array of metallic guts. From there, more of them begin to move. As Owen, you start trying to stomp your foot down on them, but they all kind of scattered away and then into the floorboards. They're underneath it now. It seems at once they've retreated into the walls.
That's not good. They're going under the floor.
I can see that. Either we leave them to perhaps fuck off, or they're trying a different approach.
I mean, we should probably prepare if they're trying a different approach.
You guys, I would like you all to roll perception.
All right, let's see if this other dice serves me better. The first roll and the other one with a 6. So.
Damn it, that's a natural 20, but disadvantage.
God dang it, this dice immediately served me worse than the other one.
Put them in
Still
rolls,
gonna be
please.
That's still gonna be fine. That's
God dang it, I guess I'm gonna switch to another one already.
Okay. 23, 6, and... see what Charpay got. Oh, two!
It's bad.
All right, so Charpay, you are very much busy watching the way that with like these trypophobia-inducing holes, just like at this point from the wrist and such downwards, and you can actively see the veins getting revealed in these holes and such that are pushed around to the side, making up the walls of all of them. But they're running up your arm all the way, probably to the muscle area, and you see these little larvae and such in most of them, just like.
Okay.
Only
Yeah,
about
since I was
4 of them.
since
got
I was
out of
lagging.
you.
Yeah, okay. Probably what she's doing, like instead of like helping in any way at this moment, is that she's probably like trying to like grab at like the ends of her sleeves, trying to like stop them from getting out, just because she's freaking out. But
Not all of them are fully formed
they are
yet.
getting out, but she's trying.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you're doing that, a few of them once again they join the array and once again just into the floorboards. Thrux. You get the sense with that 23 that those 12 were a warning of sorts, and that they were sent to figure out how to get in. As you start to see in every single crack, there is a bit of a metallic sheen between the walls.
Thrux is just gonna yell, "Okay, we need to get out."
What's going on? Wait, why? Oh god, I thought this was a safe spot. We're all gonna die here.
Those were scouts. We need to get out. This is not a safe place to be. Trust me, outside doesn't sound much better, but at least we're not holed in.
This does seem like a good idea. We might have to pack up and get out of here, though. I'm
They're
not sure
coming.
what safe place
I can see
we
them
have.
through the walls. I can see them right now through the walls. We don't know how much time we have.
All right, then. We'll get out of here. It's just the case of where the hell we go next. As Hyojin starts to head to the door, you guys see as I'm gonna change this music because it's just like gentle piano, and that's not what we want.
Yeah, it doesn't seem quite fitting right now.
It's not gentle.
It's not gentle. It's bad, actually. All right, please be on low volume. It is, thank God. So, you guys start to hear instead and see as Hyojin reaches one of her many arms out to the door. The door that was once mahogany is now metal and wriggling, and she flinches a hand back.
Okay.
This is bad.
This is
And pulls out the firebomb. It's sounding more and more tempting, doesn't it?
Not particularly. If you set that off and this whole place goes into blaze, then how do we get out of there?
Okay, I'm not actually talking about right now. I'm saying we ditch and then we burn this fuck. Sorry, I know it's
This
your shop.
fuck is my shop, but... at this point,
It's not a bad... Yeah.
you guys hear in the corner, from the little rabbit folk boy, from the Misty Bird, one of the many of the siblings, you hear him just start going, they're in me, they're in me, they're in me, they're in me.
Can Owen go over and immediately try to do some medical checks?
Absolutely.
Okay, okay, cool.
She's so unequipped to help right now. Literally more worms. I'm sorry, child.
I'm gonna say, Owen, as you start looking over them, you see that from the ground, trailing up their entire leg, is about 20 of them.
Oh no! I mean, I got really good. That's gonna be a 23, but oh god, that's a lot of worms.
A 23 is good. So very quickly, as you just like assess the situation before you, there are so many of them, and all of them are trying to dig into different parts and such. It's at the point where you can hardly even see peaks of fur. It's just worms surrounding him. And the hyperventilation coming from his mouth and such, it's horrible to hear. There's sobs like retching out of him, but you manage to reach forward and probably grab a handful of about 5 of them and squish them.
Oh, thing. All right, I'll do what I can. Does anyone want to help me? This is a really bad one over here.
Thrux will run over and help. Absolutely.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right,
let
that
me
would be
go
a
ahead.
medicine check.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Excellent. So, once again, alongside Own, you start to pull out another handful and such and manage to squish it in your hands into, like, this metallic smear of a paste that drips onto the ground beneath you. One of them actually manages to survive your crush and goes onto the ground and into the floorboards once again. There are still about 17 of them left on this damn leg.
Oh man, alright, can I go try again?
And almost everyone is backing up to the other side of the room because they don't want to get infected.
Can I try again?
Yes, you can.
Okay. That actually hit my stupid cord and bounced. Oh, that's gonna be 23 again, because I got the same roll.
Okay, 23, excellent. So, once again, another handful. Probably, like, take them in your hand and just smear them against the wall and just... It just leaves a streak that looks like a mirror has opened up on the wall itself. There are about 9 of them left.
Following
and at this point, though, they're embedded. They slip through the cracks and things start to seal up. The little holes start to close.
Thrux just goes, oh god, I'm so sorry. Pulls out his dagger and it's going to basically go down like whittling a stick, trying to get them out. Does that make sense?
As in, you're trying to scrape down a bit of the leg and such?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
That is a baby.
Roll medicine.
Can I?
And then also roll damage.
Nat 20.
Okay.
So a dagger is going to be a D4, I'm pretty sure, because that's with my dagger.
It is a D4.
This is a baby. This is a commoner. Oh my god.
That is actually 1 damage. We got max all intents and purposes.
Holy shit. Okay, so you take the dagger, and there is no rag in this kid's mouth or anything like that. They are about 12 years old, a little scrawny rabbit folk in a tunic, and you just tear up the sleeve of the leg and such that they have burrowed through, and you take your knife and your dagger, and do you give any warnings or anything?
Yeah, Thrux says, as I said, Thrux goes, I'm so sorry, kind of puts his hand on the rabbit folk for a minute, goes, be strong.
Own will offer their hand to the rabbit folk to squeeze while it happens, because Own can kind of tell Thrux is doing something.
Yeah, they grab onto it and such, and Own, you feel like this iron grip just start crushing around your hand and such. The wires are starting to get pinched and squeezed, and you actually feel some squirming recede into the back parts of your arm as this happens. But they grab on. With nothing to shield their mouth, the scream echoes through the room. It reverberates against the metal of every single sword. It goes through the cracks. It would even stretch like miles outwards. It is
probably
raw.
lots of reverbs around Own.
Yes, it is raw. It is guttural. It is a kid screaming for their fucking life at this point, as you just like whittling wood down this.
As someone who's done something somewhat similar to this before, it's not fun.
It's like a razor blade cut. It's horrible. It's deep and such, and it carves this awful line and such of fur and flesh. It's the type of thing you would see put on the front of like a rabbit fur bag, which is horrible because you see exactly the kid who it belongs to, but it reveals in it this mosaic of holes. Such just running all the way down it with the worm burrowing in. They are still conscious, but screaming. There is blood just dripping off of it onto the ground. These massive globs. They start as tiny beads, but then suddenly it's pouring down the side of his leg. It's a clean cut, but still, this type of maneuver, that's gonna fuck someone up.
For sure.
Are the worms removed?
No, they're still in there.
Remove
but
the
you've
worms.
opened them up once again. So it's still gonna be a DC 12 for any further medicine checks. There are 9 of them left.
Alright, can I do another medicine check now?
Yep, I'm doing a medicine check as well.
Alright.
19.
Okay, 19.
That's gonna be 16 for me.
Okay, 19, 16. So, we're going to say that from now on. Oh, hello. Hi. Sorry. I'm in a bit of a
Hi.
predicament.
Hello, man.
Little man. Funny man. So, you got a, what was that, an 18 and a
Little funny
16?
guy.
Little funny man.
A 19 and a
19, 16. Okay, so.
I think it was 19. I have an 18 on my die. So
Alright, so you are going to take out 4 of them. Own, you take out 2. So once again, this time, Own, you're very mindful of trying not to cause much further damage and such, though you are touching exposed nerve ends and the like. And a bit of bone that they're carving into. And you put your hand into basically this waterfall of gushing blood down the side of their exposed leg and manage to pull 2 of them out. A scream echoes and reverberates. Thrux, you as well, probably still with your dagger, pop them out one by one, get 4.
Okay, so that would be, there's like 2 left.
There's 2 left, and they, once again, burrow in deeper, this time into the marrow of the bone.
Oh no. Oh god damn it. Okay.
Well, may as well try again.
Yep. Higher DC, but we're gonna see what we can do.
He is just...
Oh no, this is my worst roll so far. That's gonna be a 10.
Snorp, you can't get worse than me.
That one?
That's
Oh,
the
no.
one.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, sorry, I was kissing my dog. No.
This child is fucking dead.
Shit. Oh, Hammy! Don't bump my
At least-
leg.
At least
Sorry.
a 10's not a critical fail.
I guess it's not, but it's not enough to get an embedded one, as,
Yeah, no.
you, at this point, you can't see past the blood. You just see a little bit of metallic sheen inwards, and instead of grabbing a worm, you grab an exposed muscular nerve end and pinch it just slightly to try and pull it out. You pull out, like, this strand that is absolutely not a worm, it's muscle tissue. And another scream echoes, though this is made even worse as... God, what even happens here? How do you astronomically fuck this up?
So what I would say is Thrux is going to go for one of them, and instead of going into, like, where they're borrowing Thrux's dagger just goes into the bone, kind of digging almost like a little chunk out of the bone
Yes.
on accident. And, you know, along with that, just kind of like that fleshy...
That
blood
that mucusy, like, yellow marrow starts to dribble out from the side of it.
And we also have, like, serum coming from the wound and everything, as Thrux, like, when he pulls it back, probably scrapes the side of the muscles and flesh.
Absolutely. And with that, they're going to fall unconscious. As with a nut, they don't even scream at this point. It's just... Their eyes roll back and they collapse to the ground.
Thrux, at this point, is gonna immediately realize what's happened, if possible. I mean, I suppose I'll leave that up to you.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's gonna use its last charge on the armor and heal him.
Okay, excellent. As you are doing this, take 1 piercing damage.
Oh, really? Okay.
Can I roll perception to see if I saw a worm go into Thrux?
Yeah, absolutely. Though at this point, those 2 worms that were still into the kid,
10.
they're fully in.
Yeah, I figured. Let me see. Can I see the worm go into Thrux? That would be, I believe, 14.
14, you see it.
Alright. Oh, and it's gonna turn to Thrux. Alright, now you have a worm.
Thrux is then immediately gonna do a medicine check on himself.
Okay, so are you using the charge and then medicine checking?
Yep.
Alright, you use the charge first. During this time, you get 1 healing. It burrows. So it's DC 18 to get it out.
That's gonna be
Can I do a help act? Oh, never
Dirty
mind.
20? Okay, excellent. So, I'm sorry if you guys hear my dog being absolutely straight silly over here. He came in to cause so much havoc. So.
Haven't got me yet.
So with a quick, nimble precision, you quickly take your hands and just like grab around the leg as gently as possible and try to apply a bit of healing. As it starts to stitch together with like raw musculature and such, it fills in for most of it, unable to fully seal away the bone at this point. By the looks of things, it would be best off amputated. So it's a raw fix. It's like the membrane that is underneath an eggshell that is before the actual egg itself? It's like that as skin that covers it up.
Boy.
And as Own points it out to you, you quickly take one of the worms that had managed to dig its way into your palm, and you pinch it out and crush that. I would like you both, once again, to roll perception at advantage.
Okay.
Advantage? Okay, so I don't have advantage, but I don't have disadvantage. That's a natural 20. So that would be, if we wanted to add my modifiers, I'd have 30.
That's gonna be another 14. I don't know why 13 appears to be my lucky number for
Charpay, you can
perception
roll
now.
it too.
Ooh, still advantage?
Yeah.
Excellent. I shall do so.
Silly guy. He's just right here.
19.
19. Excellent. You all see it. Through the membrane, once again, like that thin filament of skin, you see within the muscles, in the bones, as the rabbit folk begins to twitch and shake on the ground, almost entering a seizing state, as underneath the filament, holes are very quickly opening all over. And you see this grid pattern. It can summon about 40 of those worms, and they're starting to grow.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna immediately hop back and be, okay,
Yeah, Owen will also step back.
okay, battle lost. We have to get out of here. And I'm gonna go up the door.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. At this point, everyone's been backed off from the door and backed off from the rabbit folk. Everyone else is against the wall right now on, like, the other side of the room. And you actually see the way that worms are starting to
Yeah,
pour from the
keyword, I did
walls.
not trust the door. I'm just up the door.
Absolutely. You walk up to it, it's covered in them.
Okay, I have
Is
an idea.
Mariana in here with us?
Yeah, Mariana is.
I have an idea. Can I go ahead and hit the door with my grappling hook?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Do you want me to roll to
Roll
hit?
to hit, so that, let's see if you can lodge in and such, and like if the worms don't siphon it off or something.
Let's see. My grappling hook is...
I need to turn down my fucking ambiance, it's so loud. I'm so sorry, Twitch chat. Okay, there we go. It's much better now.
Okay, that is gonna be, I think that's gonna be 18 to hit.
18? Okay, so you quickly take out the hook shot, and it, like, the line from it shoots out to the side and grapples into the door. It manages to get a firm grip with, like, the sword-like edges of it, gripping through the wood and causing splinters to shoot out just slightly. The worms, they back off for a second before starting to...
Thrux just goes, okay, help me pull this thing down.
Okay, Mariana is going to help you. Aaron Vidal is going to help you.
I'm sure they will help.
Charpay will
Owen
help.
as well.
Owen will help. Okay, so all of us are going to roll athletics. This is a grand mahogany door being held down by a number of worms.
All right, athletics.
Woo!
Right.
Mariana got a nat 20.
Hey, yo.
Put them in rolls for me.
So that's
You know, I don't know why I gave Owen good in athletics, but that's not. I mean,
Aaron gets 19.
9 plus 5.
And Harrison, seeing this, is just gonna go, "Ooh, are we doing a tug of war? I really want to get involved with this one, darlings." And we'll do a little stroll over to the environment. And gets a whopping 5.
wow, contributing.
Contributing. Really, what Harrison ends up doing is goes to the end of the line, pushes off like some civilian trying to actually help, and leans forward and like wraps his arms around Owen's back in like a weird makeshift hug, and is just going like, "Hi."
Owen is going to say, "Hi, Harrison. I'm trying to focus here."
Are we doing some heavy lifting?
Yeah, I mean we're trying to open the door.
Ooh. And at that point, all of you guys start heaving backwards with an immense amount of force. At first, the first heave, it buckles back a little bit, and the door actually looks like it's not going to fling open like expected. It's going to be pulled from the bottom and the top inwards and back with the way that the worms have latched onto it. So you heave it back, splinters start to creak and such as it starts to crush inwards. Second heave, you pull back again. This time, I'm gonna say that Mariana just like lets out a cry and just goes, "Everyone get low to the ground!" And with that, that's her nat 20. Everyone does take this stance and such and heaves again. And with this immense force that crumbles down and inwards, the door just flattens and goes flying off to the side of the room and slams against the side of the wall. You guys kind of like do that. You do that quick, like, nervous skitter out of the way. It's kind of like the same thing you would do if, the only thing I can think of is when tape measures snap back suddenly. It's that type of get the fuck out of the way. But with that, the door just shoots open, and Aaron is going to quickly go, "Okay, everyone out! Everyone out!"
And yeah, I mean, I guess Owen will let the civilians go first, but afterwards Owen will go out.
I would like everyone to roll acrobatics, because the worms from the door are gonna start slithering after you all. And you hear this deep moaning noise as, from the position of the rabbit folk, this horrible squelching starts to sound off as stuff starts to pour out from their leg. So, acrobatics, and actually, we can either do...
Hey, is anyone bringing the child? Are we just leaving the child?
I don't think Owen would, honestly.
We can either do a group acrobatics
'Cause I
roll,
can't
because
help
there's a
you.
lot of people here, or we can do majority wins.
I mean,
I'm
the question is...
I'm
I mean, I've already
solidly
rolled,
average. So.
yeah, I've already rolled, so I feel like we should probably do, like, majority here, because I don't want to give it over to someone after I've already rolled.
If you guys want, I can roll acrobatics. I'm good at acrobatics. I am a rogue.
Perhaps.
I think that we were. I don't know. That's up to you guys. I'll let you figure that out.
I mean, I'm okay with handing it over to Thrux, even though I've already rolled it. I just don't know if that's considered fair or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys.
If you guys want me to, I'm totally down.
Sure,
Then
yeah.
I go for it.
Okay.
Please don't get a nat 1.
Natural
Please.
20.
Woo!
So-
Hey! It's just that easy.
Not for me.
So, give me the flavor. How do you escort everyone out of here? Like jumping over hordes of worms.
So Thrux is going to go ahead and basically, for every person, he is going to go ahead and try to pick them up. If he can't pick them up, he is going to go ahead and just like push them in a way that, like, think of it like almost like a upwards push.
Absolutely.
That will help because obviously people have seen them. They're going to be chumping, and so Thrux is going to give a little bit more power to all of their chumps. For specifically people who are hurt, Thrux is going to manually try to pick them up and chump over the worms. Probably going to go ahead and with every time he does that, he is probably every time going to do a longer jump, if that makes sense, to make sure they're very clear of the worm.
And what are you guys doing about the rabbit folk, kid? What are you doing about Churro?
Yeah.
Charpay can't help. I'm sorry.
Did Owen see how many? I assume Owen saw how many holds they have. Yeah.
A lot. Also, I will quickly allow Charpay and Owen to give their own flavor, pretending as if they also got nat 20s on this. So, if you
Oh,
want
for the
to.
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think, how will Owen make this chump weighing over 1,000 pounds?
Or rather, like, even helping people out, or just, like, how it's not even fully a jump,
Yeah.
though there is a jump over some worms. You could also just, like, fucking stomp and steamroll through them.
Yeah.
It's up to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I imagine Own kind of rolled through in their ball. Like, they kind of saw it.
Circus ball!
And just, like, saw it, waited till everyone was kind of clear, and then rolled through, just making sure they get
Horrible
through.
squelching noise rings out.
I mean, but more of them are dead, so we can't complain at that.
That's true.
But the rabbit folk, man, I don't know. Oh, this is bad.
So Thrux does have the Balm of Healing, but it's lesser at this.
It's lesser restoration.
So we could give it to them. But if I'm being real, Thrux's mindset is that they're lost. And
I can
he's
let you
not
guys
happy
discuss
about
this,
that.
because at this point everyone has gotten out, and the only person left in there, in that collapsing, like, basically at this point it's like an igloo made of worms that's starting to collapse inwards.
I mean, yeah, then Owen will probably say, all right, what about the rabbit folk?
don't think
By the way,
we-
you guys are the ones left at the scene. Aaron and Hyejin are escorting people off to another building.
I don't think there's anything we can do. I saw how many worms they had coming out of them. We don't have a cure. I gave half of this to I'm forgetting his name.
Walter?
Walter. Sorry, I'm getting William and Walter confused.
That's valid.
Valid.
They're
Valid.
both little dudes.
I gave half of it to some of this to Walter. As I said at the time, I highly doubt that the effects are as strong.
I mean, is it bad?
I
So
think
do
the
we-
best we can do is keep pushing onwards, and maybe we can find a cure as we go. Right now, though, I don't think we can go back into these things.
I mean, the question is, should we at least try to slow their progress with the lesser?
We could, but if I'm being honest with you, I don't know how much this will help. They are obviously very bad. Best we can do is restore them to maybe the state right before this, in which case they'll just get more and bury in. I said, Thrax looks visibly pained, and because hero complex, but also thinking about from a logical perspective. What if Sirris, for example, gets infected or has been infected, and we didn't help them?
I suppose
Can't-
that makes sense.
We have to use our resources sparingly. Thrax is ignoring the fact that he's had two of them. There's only so much we can do at this point. And all we can keep doing for now is pushing forward.
I suppose what you said makes sense. I don't like the feeling of leaving this poor kid behind to suffer and probably become a zombie, but
I don't like
guess-
it any more than you do.
if
I feel awful. I feel terrible. But there's nothing I can do. Like, this entire circumstance is so out of our control. Everything has gone to shit. This town, this city, is nothing but worms. I can't fix this all. And I'm trying. And it's not working.
well, I think you are ultimately right. That we need to preserve our resources to make sure we can get to Sirris and hopefully fix this. Hopefully.
I'm tired. But we have to keep going. Thrux, who's had his cutlass out this entire time in one hand, puts it back into its scabbard and just like says, Onward to more adventure. Oh,
Behind
God,
you
this
and
is
such, as
like
you turn
book.
around, you hear the unmistakable sounds of worms fully infesting a body. So what now?
As we go,
Well
Threx,
then.
Threx is gonna turn around. How many worms are coming out of the shop?
They're starting to make their way out in waves. There's a lot of them.
of them.
A lot of them.
Threx is gonna Eldritch blast the ceiling of the shop to collapse it in. Not necessarily
Ooh.
over the kid, but over like the exit. Kind of
Okay. Alright, roll to hit. Or roll damage.
That is going to be plus my charisma bonus, if I'm correct on Eldritch.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is going to be a good old fashioned 18.
18? Okay, excellent. So, with that, you cast your hand asunder, and this Eldritch Blast just erupts from it, and perfectly shot up towards a load-bearing beam that collapses downwards, and immediately rubble just drops down and seals the place in as a crypt of worms and a young little boy.
Oh, it's just gonna just look sadly at it and say, "Hey, we'll do what we can to at least not make that to make his loss just part of, or to be able to fix what caused his loss."
Rex nods and starts walking towards probably where the people were being escorted to.
They're mostly just looking for a place right now that would be safe.
Okay.
Like, Aaron keeps, like, shoulder checking doors and checking inside, as is Hyojin. But all of them, they manage to come out and, like, do a quick mending on the door and such around it, because they are not clear.
Okay. Then do we have an idea of where we need to go next?
I mean, you still have to make it to Necromancer's Artery.
That's what I thought. Threx is gonna go. It's gonna start walking towards Necromancer.
There are a number of undead that way. Just visibly, off in the fog in the distance. There's a mass number of them directly to that area of, like, the staircase that leads into, what I believe is Illusion's Quandary.
Well, I suppose Threx is gonna turn around and be like, okay, time to stealth again, gamers. Okay, the second time Threx, gamers and canon. Let's go!
Yes.
You guys could try and stealth, or you could look around or something.
I suppose I'll make a perception check real fast.
You guys want to roll perception?
Yeah.
I'll roll to look around. I'll say it. Sorry, I've been gone. But just like probably what Charpay has been doing this whole time is that, like, she's been like trying to stay as far away from the people as possible. Probably right now she's just like in like a corner, just like loosening her sleeves and trying to get everything out. Just like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay. And she's gonna perception roll. Yeah.
All right. You start looking around and scanning the area.
That's a 9.
No! Who cursed your rolls today, Cece? Who did this to you?
I'm just really bad at perception.
This is true. I feel like once upon a time you were really good at it.
She used to be, and then I redid all my proficiencies, and so I'm not anymore.
No. All right.
I'm still good at investigation, but
that's
perception,
true.
no.
What did Thrux get?
Got it.
Actually, I'll let you guys choose investigation or perception because you're looking.
Oh.
You could be looking or just glancing.
Honestly,
That's 15 if it's investigation
Okay.
with the modifier.
it doesn't change anything for me. It's 22 either way.
Own?
I did perception. I have better investigation though. So I guess I may as well use investigation, which will make it instead of 18, 19.
Okay. You guys spot a number of ways out by these perception rolls. The one immediately to Illusion's Quandary, Yummy, is currently about 120 feet away. There are up to 40 shambling creatures off in the distance. They're obscured by fog. You can tell that they're there. They have yet to notice any of you at the moment, just because of how far they are away. You do also all notice a little sewer grate in the middle of the road.
I can't help but think that might be where more worms are, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's what. Honestly, that's probably what Thrux is thinking. Is the sewer is probably
40 worms or 40 zombies?
zombies,
I'll let
at
you guys discuss it.
Okay, people. I will not say gamers. Hello, people. Thrux is gonna go. Well, there's a sewer. Personally, I'd rather avoid the sewer. It's dark down there.
Maybe.
It smells bad. And is
Yeah.
gooey on a good occasion. So my vote is that we try to stealth behind these zombies.
I mean,
Yeah. And again, I will admit I'm probably biased in terms of I have practice when it comes to stealth.
I'm with you there. I think like the one thing we've got going for us here is that these things are not the most perceptive.
I mean, the only advantage is that I think zombies are, if they do see us, I worry a lot more about zombies than what, I mean, I feel like the sewer, well, no, I mean, I shouldn't say that, I don't know what's in the sewer. I feel like the sewer would probably have a lot of worms, but I don't feel like it would probably have zombies. And I feel like we can take care of worms better than a zombie, or if the zombies catch on to us. But I think if we can sneak past the zombies, the worms will be more difficult. If that makes sense.
Do we even know where the sewer goes? Because I'm not sure if we would be good at navigating.
You guys are off to the side. There is another discussion happening over with everyone else. You could easily ask like Aaron or so because he runs the city on rock and roll.
I mean,
Thrux size. So before we know it, we'll go down there, and boom, there's a ship monster. Okay.
It would be a nice change of pace, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bath after this anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of desperate, like all the goo of like metal goo around. Just, I, for some reason in my mind, and I'm sorry to get gross, but I imagine
So
that
gross.
these worms smell. I'll say it like this: smell when they die. Yeah.
I'm sure they do. They have a carbonic scent to them. They are like sulfuric carbon fumes. It's like a coal factory or something like that. It's just fumes. Really.
They smell like Tacoma. Sorry, that's a joke.
I'm sure someone out there is either very excited to hear that or really offended that you said that.
Yeah, well, fuck Tacoma. Anyway,
hard stances on this stream.
Washington, town drama.
God. Thrush goes, I suppose I can see underground in the sewers now. I'm still not quite used to that. I'm magic now, as Thrux says, wincing as he remembers the beam coming out of him. I have magic.
I mean,
so if we want to go into the sewers, I'm not useless.
I mean, it's, again, I think it's the question of, do we think we can stealth past? Because I think if we can stealth past, probably going above is the best option. But if we fail that, I'm worried that will be a lot more difficult.
I have confidence in my sneak ability. No offense, Owen, I don't have confidence in yours.
Bro!
Giant robot!
Giant robot that weighs over 1,000 pounds right now.
That's true.
Thrux is absolutely, for the record, I hope I depicted that well, saying this with no malice in his
That's
voice.
true, I know, I'm just poking fun.
I'm gonna say,
I also have faith in you, Thrux.
I mean,
God.
I haven't been detected yet.
That's true.
It's true.
Well, I'm not, sir. We've had a really good run of luck so far without being detected, but I will admit, the idea of that many zombies all turning on it, that would be one heck of a fight.
Yeah.
Thrux says, coin flip? Neither sounds good.
Rock, paper, scissors,
I
boulder, parchment,
I
shears.
don't know. I mean, maybe we can ask about where the sewer goes, and I can like, Charpay will just like
Yeah.
take one of her fucking nails off and like drop it into the sewer, so she can she can go
Absolutely.
into a trance and see what's down there.
Absolutely. If you want to do start focusing on that and such, you don't know where it comes to you to get this idea, but somehow, like through some level of intuition, you know that that's the right thing to do. You take your nail, just chip off a bit of it, drop it down the grate of the sewer, and probably just to get on the ground and such, and close your eyes and start attempting to commune with that bit of yourself. All the while, are you guys gonna ask what's up?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
As you start to wander over, you hear almost the same conversation from before between Hyojin and Aaron, which is like exactly the one that you guys just had. That's a lot of them. Yes, I understand, but would the sewers be any better? There could be hundreds, thousands of worms down there, and we couldn't fight them off. I don't think the civilians can fight off of those creatures. That is also true. It seems we're in a... Hello? Oh, can we help you?
I hear that you guys are talking about a very similar little topic.
We're trying to figure out the best course of action.
Sewer or zombies, yeah?
Basically.
Yeah. Do you know where the sewer goes? Could we get to that?
Yes, you could absolutely get to necromancers through the super great system. Actually... Ah. Dang it. There was recently a rockfall that happened. So unfortunately, the straight path to necromancers is blocked off, but it can get us to the district before that. It can get us through illusioners, it can get us through enchanters, but to necromancers, there's a bit of a problem there.
So, zombies, is what you're saying.
That's not entirely what I'm saying. You know, reports from Zima from above says that those streets are entirely overrun, even past this swarm.
Well, the option you're painting is giving up, and I'm not exactly thrilled with that one.
We're not planning on giving up. We're doing...
No, I don't
least-
imagine that you are.
We're trying to weigh options.
But I'm sure you can see why. I go, oh, this seems like giving up territory.
That's understandable.
That being said... Damn it.
I think I personally like the sound more of going through the sewers and having kind of a straight shot than even if we have to deal with some worms.
Yeah, Thrux goes, the best I can think of if we wanted to do the zombie route is, we stealth, and then we get on top of the roof. That'd be an idea. We could also potentially stick to alleyways, which also might be crowded. But I'm more inclined to be above if we were to go the zombie route. As for the sewers, it will take longer, but be safer. Or hopefully, fucking hopefully. Thrux just goes, goddamn fucking hopefully. Fuck. Yeah, it could be safer, but less quick, and I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how much time matters in these minutes.
I mean, yeah, my personal inclination, I think at this point, is leaning toward going through the sewer.
That's fair. Well, thank you. We'll go back and discuss with our group.
Of course. Alright, Charpay, in the meantime, through your trance, you see darkness, unfortunately. This putrid green color that's just ever present from all the damp, rotten toxins of the sewers. There's these long, dark pathways and stretches in this neglected tomb. It's submerged in ankle-deep water. It's thicker than water, actually, but thinner than blood. The floor seems slick. There's moss and mold and mushrooms all over the place. There's nothing much else that you can notice down there, though. You don't see any signs of worms or the like. It's just a couple of rats scurrying along the walls.
Well, yeah, I guess she'll end her trance, then she'll come back to say, I don't know why I can do that now. It seems clear from what I could see. A couple rats, but didn't see any worms or zombies.
I mean, that
I'd rather
seems
become
kinda-
rabid than become a zombie. Go to the sewers.
Yeah, I could go for some rats, honestly.
Yeah, I'm leaning
quickly
towards
grab some water. I'll be
All right.
right.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards sewer. I just feel like we've gotten really lucky not being detected by the zombies so far, and this is the biggest swarm so far, and
Maybe.
I think it's better to play without getting attacked by a bunch of zombies than
Probably.
so I'm definitely thinking sewer.
From the side, you do see Aaron approaching you all, and it's just going to go, I don't know if you plan to travel with us. We are planning on taking a route through the Horde. And
Can I ask-
if this is where our paths diverge, then I do wish you luck. I've sent a message off ahead to Zima, and she'll be there to pick you all up in either Illusioners or Enchanters. It depends on where you get out at.
Can I
You
ask
should
if
see
there
her.
Can I ask if there was any reason why you decided to go through the Horde opposed to through the sewer?
Someone has a curse in which they explode when they touch rats, which kind of made our choice a little bit skewed more towards the Horde.
Makes sense. Well, I think
How did
we're
they
going-
find out that was their curse? Inappropriate question, sorry.
Aaron walks over and see him starting to talk to this, like, old, decrepit-looking lady who is, like, holding a walker and such. You have no clue how she lived through this fucking apocalypse. And he's just like, excuse me, how did you know that this was your curse? You think I wouldn't know my curse, you big oaf? No, that's not what I'm saying. Are you interrogating? Curses are really personal things, Aaron. You should know better. I know, I'm just curious as to how you know that you would explode if you came into contact with a rat. I'm genuinely curious. Well, how do you know that you won't explode when you come in contact with a rat?
Got it. So they have a very advanced view of rats. Okay.
I've touched a rat before. My housemate had a rat for a while, actually. Oh, your housemate. My husband had a rat.
Oh no, say the facts.
Remy.
Oh no, turn
Damn
the
good
facts.
cook that rat sounds to be. Anyway,
Yeah, I think we're leaning towards sewer now, Thrux. I hope
yeah, I figured.
well then.
You hear from the other group as that discussion continues. He's like, but I'm okay. I don't mean to press hard, ma'am. I just want to know what you mean by you would explode if you touched a rat. Oh, you want me? Explosive diarrhea. Have you ever heard of it before? He's like, we'll take the zombie out. Why not? Okay, there we go. All right. Remy.
By the way, I like the canon idea that when I went to go get water, Thrux also was like, hey, I'm gonna go grab some water real fast, guys, have fun.
Just went to the lake and just started drinking.
That water is definitely trustworthy at the moment.
It is.
All right. Well,
But before you guys head off, Aaron will turn to you. If you're going through the sewers, you're going to want to walk. There's going to be about, I think, 5 tunnels on the left you'll pass. It's the 6th one. You take a left, and then you go up, or about 4 more tunnels, then take a right, and then there should be a ladder up.
okay. So
Okay.
6. So we pass 6 tunnels, or we turn into
5.
the.
Pass 5, turn into the 6th, then pass 6, turn right, then up above should be a ladder.
Appreciate someone else writing.
Yeah, no, I lost track of writing. As
Oh
well.
no, you take your journal and you're just fucking
I
scribbling.
actually remember, but I also know I'll forget it.
All right. So it's past 5.
Remy just
turn-
has her nail, and she's probably just gonna like, I don't know what she's gonna do, just like in like her fabric or something, just like 6.
Okay, past 5, turn into 6, and then pass 4, and then turn left.
Past 6. Then
Well,
Pass 6, then turn right, and then go straight until you see a ladder.
okay.
yep. Okay. That's
All right. So just quadruple checking to make sure we don't get lost.
Of course, of course.
We pass 5, and then we turn into the 6 on the left. Then
Yes.
Then we pass 6 more, and then go to the one on the left.
Right, one on the right.
Oh, the one on the
7th.
right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
6 left, 7 right. Forward,
Alright.
ladder.
7.
All right.
Which
I
one's
get
on
perfect. I
randomizer?
have it written down now.
Okay, good. Well, I wish you all luck.
Thank you. To you as well. I am so sorry.
That's completely all right. We'll find a way out of this. My job as a district officer to take care of the people. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck. Right.
And he starts walking away.
Oh no! Don't turn the griffin thing. All right. So how are we gonna get down?
How do we get down? Is there a ladder?
There's a sewer grate that opens up into about a 15-foot drop, but there is a ladder to go down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We take the sewer plate off. I imagine it's heavy.
Yeah, you would just have to take off the grid and then head on down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can Owen lift it up?
Yep, you take it and quickly set it aside. It's a bit heavier than you were expecting it to be, but you managed to throw it off to the side. It's actually over a stained glass circle. You saw a lot of those in Divinators, but it leads perfectly down into this tunnel system that slowly transitions from a lovely glass exterior to shitty mossy cobblestone. And there's a ladder that is very rusted, very old, very untouched, and slimy, and slick, and wet.
Owen will say, "You guys to go first." We all know I'm super heavy right now, and so I want you guys to go
God, I
first.
should go first.
Charpay can. I guess Charpay will go second. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Thrux.
She needs to get her nail.
Without any trouble, you start to descend the ladder. Very careful not to nick yourself onto any rusted sides. You wouldn't want to get tetanus. And you make your way down to the bottom, where you jump off the side and land in ankle-deep sewer water.
Okay. Because now I'm anxious revenge might happen.
It's not gonna.
Thrux is gonna go ahead and I forget because I don't have the art skate on me. It's Thrux wearing long sleeves or short sleeves?
Thrux is a long sleeve.
Okay, Thrux is gonna use his sleeve. Like that.
Okay, yeah, you cover up your hands with your sleeves to descend the ladder, just to make sure that you're not getting nicked or cut in any place.
Oh, this is for anyway.
Oh, and making sure you're not covered in slime. But by the time you get to the bottom, the like pink blouse you have on and the other side that is like this dark blue color, they're all stained in this slick, awful slime. Hello.
Wasn't worth the sacrifice. Wasn't worth the sacrifice. Wasn't worth the sacrifice.
Why do you sacrifice?
Keep,
Oh, I'm
so Lelee
Sewer.
is not here yet.
Uh-oh.
We'll
We
get
just
to
find
Lelee.
Lelee face down in the sewer.
We'll see.
Dead.
All right. So coming in after
Sorry,
that
I
is
got-
Charpay. That's okay. And Charpay, I'm gonna make
yeah.
you roll athletics because you are infected and like heavy.
Yes, that is fair.
Heavy.
Oh, that's a 24.
Okay, and with a surprising, like, it's a 3-point system where you have, like, 3 points of contact on the ladder at all times to make sure that you spread things out, distribute it evenly, and make a proper trail downwards. And eventually you land very gracefully, despite everything, but unfortunately with a little bit of the drop down, your ankle hurts a bit from that much weight being put on that fall. But luckily you don't roll it or anything, but there is sewer water now seeping into your boots. Your boots.
That's fine. That's fine. She probably like bends down and like picks up wherever her nail is floating on top of the water and just sticks it back on.
Somehow, Thrux, you watch as Charpay's nail seals itself back on.
Gross.
This is a sewer.
The
standards are low.
This is where the bathrooms go. Yay!
It certainly is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Let's hope it's not where the worms go.
I would like you to roll athletics to see if you get down this ladder without breaking everything and fucking dying.
Please.
All right. Well,
believe.
so this is gonna be really bad. I know it's gonna.
No!
That's gonna. All right. You said athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, athletics.
Athletics.
So that's gonna be 10. I gotta.
No.
When inevitably the ladder starts breaking, I will cast Featherfall as a reaction on myself.
Okay, so you guys watch as Own like gets 3 like good 4 points on the ladder and such, and starts to take a step down, but almost comedically, it like unhinges from the top and just like suspends in the air for a second and then down to the ground. Actually, rather than going to the ground, Own, you quickly Featherfall, and you are holding on to this ladder as it slowly descends down with you.
Owen will say, good thing I was fast on the reaction here.
That's one way to do it. Well, they won't follow us, I'll tell you that much.
Good point. Don't think it applies to the worms, but the zombies.
Probably not. Probably not.
But
Thruxus goes, Owen, by any chance, do you put the cover back on before you came down?
I didn't say I did, so I'm gonna assume Owen did not.
No.
Owen will say, no.
Can you
but
nudge it with the ladder you're holding?
I don't think the
Oh,
ladder.
god damn it. Did only one rung break off the ladder?
Yeah, no, the ladder is fully off and detached and has been floated down to the bottom with Own.
Well, I was imagining a very different type of ladder. God damn it.
At this point, it was a ladder hanging off the side of something, and it got pulled off, detached, fell.
Yeah, I imagined it was one of those ones where it's like individual rungs are concreted into the
Unfortunately
wall.
not.
Yeah.
No. But
My chicken.
if no, Own is tall enough that if you climbed up and then also climbed up on the horns, you could probably reach the top and like.
Yeah. Let's just do that. Yeah. Just so that the worms can't be like, oh, I'm gonna slip it out. Because
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you like informing Own, or are you just gonna start fucking crawling on top of them?
Thruxus the size goes,
Skipper.
going up and starts climbing.
Can you move?
So with the going up, Own, you feel Thrux just start to pad on top of you and climb up and like foot on your face, push it down to try and get up on the horns.
I will say that Thrux is being hyper aware to make sure that no worms come from Own.
Own
Guess
is
it.
now a worm. Let's go. But
You
no,
are worm.
you are worm. You have become worm. But no, luckily none of the worms follow you up, and you manage to coax the lid of the sewer right back over it. Just like on the top of Owen's horn, Owen, your head is like being pushed down and such by this. And
Ono will say to Thrux, I wish you'd give me more of a warning on what your plan was.
I said going up.
Charpay, while these two are doing their shenanigans, I'm gonna say that you're probably, are you like taking 10 on the surrounding?
Yeah, definitely.
You see a large shadow cast upon the wall, walking towards you, slowly and steadily.
Definitely she steps back to the other fellas. She's like, shadow, shadow, shadow.
The hedgehog!
True, true.
Thrux just goes ahead, and once he does that, he just kind of slides down. You know how yeah, like
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just slides down the horn and then just like hugs off the back and slips onto the ground.
Yeah. And looks toward the shadow.
It seems to be crawling on the wall very quickly.
Can I make out what it is by any chance? Can I roll perception? I also have like my magical vision.
Sure, roll investigation.
Invest.
Could I also do that with my
Yes.
dark vision?
Yeah, can I as well?
So I have really good investigation gamers, but a natural one.
No!
Fuck you.
No, this is gonna be so funny. Oh, this is gonna be so funny.
I got a dirty 20 for what it's worth.
Jimmy Gnome can with their dark vision. I got 16.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, Charpay and Own, you guys see crawling towards you the shadow of what you can make out to be a humanoid with a bat-shaped cloak. Not Batman, Lelee.
I know that guy.
But before you guys
off
can
the
say
wall.
anything, Thrux, you look at this and... Fuck. It's a big bee. No! There's a big fucking bee coming down the hall right towards you. You can almost hear its
Exhausted
buzzing
as-
from the distance.
Exhaustion has hit. Thrux is gonna start stumbling backwards. Like, no.
And
Uh,
the shadow
right up
starts to
until
grow
it gets
bigger.
to right up until it gets to like the edge, like where the water is actively flowing. And it's just like, okay, can't move. I don't want to smell. God, oh God.
And as the shadow starts to close in on you, it's on the ceiling. Somehow the bee is crawling upside down, like a horrible, wretched insect it is. Charpay and Own, you guys see as Lelee passes over you on the ceiling. Thrux, who has backed away at this point. God. It drops in front of you and lands onto the ground.
Thrux Eldritch Blast.
Oh my
it.
god, I can. Can I
No.
dodge this? Is that
mean-
like possible?
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Oh,
You're gonna kill me!
No!
No!
roll damage.
Eldritch Blast is 2d6 if I'm correct, which will be doubled, but
Sometimes Egg's luck is not for the best.
With a screech, you cast your hand out to try and rid yourself of the horrible, wretched creature. And you let out this very powerful, this horrible blast towards Lelee. You guys all see as like Lelee walks, like rushes past you. Lelee, do you like say hi to Owen and Charpay and such on your way over?
Yeah, probably. She probably has like a mouthful of like vaguely food-shaped items because I'm eating right now and I need
You've
a
been in
reason
the
that I
fucking
sound like
sewer
this.
and you picked up an old disposed.
There's like some old food that she sniffs and she's like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's
So
I can eat that.
you have a box of thrown out donuts.
And she's just holding it and eating one. And she's like, oh, hi guys.
And then
Charlie
no,
probably doesn't even like
points for
say
damage.
anything specific. She just like looks up, just like, why are you on the ceiling?
There's a layer of water on the ground.
That makes sense. That does.
But then, Lelee, as you land to the ground with your donuts in hand, waiting to approach Thrux, you're hit with a horrible, singeing pain up your side that it knocks the box to the ground. And the donuts start
No.
floating out on the water around you.
No.
What? Dude! Those were perfectly good donuts!
They were moldy.
Yeah, I figured that something was up there in the Thrux.
No, I'm immune to disease and poison. I will eat the donuts. How much damage was that?
That was a good 20 damage.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm at full, so I'm no longer at full, but I was at
It's like straight up when just like a whole bunch of like this like glimmering, almost like beams of stone come out. think it's a child trying to get away a bee by throwing a stone at it. Basically,
Glowing
get hit by
sunbeam
that.
stones. So you guys are reunited in
Fucked
the
up.
sewers.
Owen will just turn towards Thrux and say, "Now that was really uncalled for."
Yeah! I was eating those!
Thrux just looks at Owen. I'm very tired, Owen. I'm so very tired.
So you'll blast a friend?
What do you have against donuts?
I thought it was a bee. I thought you were a bee.
She like turns to the other two and like gestures to herself like, do I look like a bee?
Do I look like a bee?
Like a bee?
Not to me.
I guess I didn't ask. Is today a good day, Thrux?
Thrux just sighs and goes, "Yeah, actually. I'm smarter than normal."
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, is it like the curse? Is it, well, I didn't touch it.
Thrux just goes, "Sometimes I get a little bit paranoid. I don't like sewers."
That's okay. That's
And
fair.
bees
We
are
should-
famously found in sewers.
Absolutely.
Wait, you've been in sewers before? Like this is a normal thing? Do you just go
No.
gallivanting around the undersides of all the cities you visit, sitting in the poop-filled sewers with a good donut? I'm still mad about the donuts, Thrux. Alright? They
Listen,
weren't that moldy.
Thrux, if you glance down, you see a fucking rancid, fuzzy green donut just floating miserably, soggily through the fucking shit water.
Thrux just looked at Lelee. Lelee, no. Oh no.
Oh, so you're allowed to eat dirt, but I, someone who's immune to poison, mind you, am not allowed to have moldy donuts once in my life? I cannot believe you.
Where did you find these?
Like, a few passes down.
I
They weren't in any water, which is why I took them.
As for a robot who can't eat, does mold not affect the texture?
It does.
It's kind of bumpy.
Oh, it's gonna
It's
look at
like
Thrux.
eating a peach.
Plus,
But I've
you
also
know-
eaten
Thrux,
fish on. So,
Thrux, why do you have an answer?
I mean, you can
Oh.
kind of tell by looking at it.
You know how I have bad days, Owen?
Yeah.
oh, so not only
Travis.
are you a
bad.
donut destroyer, but you're also a hypocrite?
Yeah?
Thrux's
We
curse
need
is
to, like-
hypocrisy.
Really go.
And goes, Thrux just kind of goes, "I kind of have to be." Yeah. To do anything right, I have to be a hypocrite.
That's too much logic for me. I'm good.
I,
Alright, what
Perfect,
are we
just, like-
doing in the sewers? I just hopped down here because, I felt like it.
yeah, that's
You
fair.
saw-
We're trying to get
what
to
happened
Necromancer's Artery still.
Is
There's
you saw the combat about to start, and I'd say that you and Ryder went into the sewers. At some point, you got distracted by some donuts, and Benny and Ryder
Yeah,
started
she, like-
going ahead, and you couldn't really find him. You know, the sewer doesn't really give the
Yeah,
best area
blind.
to tap on.
Yeah, she, like, gives a vague gesture, just like, Benny and Ryder are somewhere. I
have the
lost
worst
them.
thought in my head.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's
They're
hope
fine.
we find them.
Ryder
I
has
guess.
guns, and Benny has a scythe. And a whip.
Yeah.
And yesterday,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's a tough guy. He'll be okay.
Yeah,
I like
we
the
have
mental
directions.
image. I like the mental image of like with Kiki still eating. I like the idea of Lelee reaching into the water and just picking up a fucking donut.
Oh god.
She like wiggles off the water a bit and just. Ah.
Guys, all watch this.
Lelee, when the apocalypse isn't happening anymore, we can get you some like good donuts, okay? Can we compromise with that?
These are good donuts.
Oh no, say I don't think they look right from my objective eyes.
Oh god.
You're a robot that likes spinach. Shut up.
Well, they're an interesting vegetable, but
More fresh donuts. How about that?
I can't say I've ever had spinach as much as I like working with spinach.
Like is. Not gonna ask. Not gonna open up that questioning.
I think you should as a DM.
Well, important question. When you say working with spinach, do you mean in like a professional sense or like a
Like
salad?
In like a cooking sense, like a salad, yeah.
Why are you cooking? You can't eat.
I told you, I made spinach salad once.
What is spinach salad made of? Is it just spinach?
I'm pretty sure this is a rehash of a conversation we've had before, yes.
Well, Owen, my memory isn't the best, and I'm currently a little upset because someone blew up my box of donuts. So pardon me if I bring up old topics.
Thrux says, I didn't blow it up. I blasted it. Let's be.
What's the difference? Yeah, you used your magic and you went pew pew.
One of them
It's all
goes,
magic.
The other goes. One goes. The other goes.
What? I don't know what motions you're doing. I can't tell.
I like the idea of Lelee being on the ceiling during this discussion.
Yeah.
She's upside down, picking donuts out of the water as she's talking.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll say. Well, we said.
Goes. We should keep going. Let's change topics of
Rancid donuts?
donut water.
Yeah.
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 Some donut.
We
Okay, sure.
have directions to try to get to Necromancer's Artery, so we should do that. At least closer. I don't think it's quite there, but
Yeah.
Thrux, something bumps against your leg.
Is it a
damn it.
bee?
oh, is it a donut?
Can I look down? Can I look and see what it is?
It's a donut.
Okay. Thrux keeps walking. Thrux doesn't give a shit.
Are the donuts haunted?
I think
No.
that's just how water currents work.
Oh, excuse me, I can't tell.
And let that.
That's
unless that
alright.
girl starts talking to me, I don't care.
Don't tempt it.
Don't tempt the donut to start speaking. Or it will. A cookie slowly floats past you. Inside reference. You guys begin to walk through the sewers. Where do you walk? Pop a quiz.
I mean, probably Owen's probably trying to follow the instructions they wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So probably just walking forward, keeping counting tunnels as they go along.
All right. So you're keeping account of the tunnels on the side, and I guess, yeah. Once again, the rest of you guys can just do what you please in these sewers. Look around, etc. Who knows?
I mean, Owen probably will have casted dancing lights, so I mean, even if Owen has dark vision and it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't everyone here have dark vision or is blind?
I believe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe
It's pretty.
Maybe Walter will see it and direct Ryder if Ryder is up ahead.
That's a
This is the
thing.
opposite
True.
of like every D&D party getting into a dark cave and immediately going, I have dark vision!
All of
have
us
it.
are just like,
Listen, Thrux doesn't technically have dark vision, but he does have
Nerd.
Devil's Sight. So,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
Very devilish,
know.
Seymour.
Yeah. What Charpay's doing probably is just like probably like in a bag or something just to keep the light kind of hidden, that she's probably casting dancing lights to like keep track of how many tunnels we've passed because she's gonna forget.
Thrux, Thrux is also keeping count. It is going to be on the 6th tunnel we turn left.
All right, so you guys get past 1 tunnel, 2
I'm
tunnel.
the only one who hasn't written this down for the record.
You've just memorized it?
I'm not yeah, I'm flexing my randomizer.
Lelee has no idea where she's going, so she's just following the group from
There's
the
like-
ceiling, occasionally
there's like a
just making really
collective-
stupid comments.
There's like a collective mumble every single time they pass by one of the tunnels on the side where it's just like 1 and such of everyone keeping track and such in their heads.
What's this time when it's like Cats only starts saying like, you know, I have been in sewers before.
Why?
Yeah.
Listen, you guys remember Shark's Harbor? I was not good. I was kind of not liked there because I was a thief. Sewers, good place to hide.
I wasn't in Shark's Harbor. I was in the other place
was
with the
not there.
volcano and the
I'm
floating
sorry that
whales.
happened to you though.
I was in Thrux Harbor.
You were a
Don't worry,
thief. Well,
Thrux.
okay, I feel like being a thief kind of
Don't worry,
is
Thrux, I
with the whole
remember.
pirate thing, and I don't know why I didn't make that connection sooner.
Thrux,
What, did
I'm
you go to
just nervous
jail?
fucking People.
Did you go to jail, Thrux?
Thank you for mentioning that. Yes, thank you for mentioning. It was only for a night.
Is that
But,
legal?
you know,
Can they put an 8-year-old
Going
in
to
jail?
jail is definitely legal, I think.
I am not.
Probably.
How old were you at the time though?
I didn't have a. I think we said we were 6. So,
I think you would have been 4 or
They can't-
5.
I can't put a 4-year-old in jail.
What did you do? Did you kill a man?
That's terrible.
no, I stole
I've
from
never
the
been
funeral
to
stuff.
jail.
I mean, to be fair, should we even have an 8-year-old in jeopardy in the way that we have Thrux right now?
I hate you guys.
My
How old
bad.
are you
but
again,
we're not in jail
Thrux?
for it, at least.
I am 8. I am currently 8 years old, but I am a witcher character. I do not share the same lifespan that you guys are privileged to have.
Yeah, I
Yes.
suppose we'll
What do you
probably
mean
get-
privilege?
I
I've been alive for
understand that.
123 years!
I suppose
I
we'll
understand.
I suppose he'll probably be gone in a few years, huh, Thrux?
It's gonna be sad when you know.
Thrux just looks at Own. Check your fucking privilege, my man.
Ah! I just laughed so hard my jaw popped.
I'm honestly, we might as well all have a lifespan of about like a few, like maybe a few additional months. That's all I can count on.
Oh
Yeah.
no, all I've got is the fact that I've been alive for a lot longer than any of you fools. So suck on that.
Yep.
Owen is older
Yeah.
than you.
Yeah. Oh, it's just gonna be
Lelee
like,
pointedly does not point
But
at Owen.
they were.
She just like
they were
she just like
asleep for most of it.
I've been awake all of my years.
So
Can't say
technically.
the same about you, huh?
oh, and it's just like, yeah, that's true. You also,
That's just looked at Own. It gives Own a look. You're okay, my friend.
Cry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel bad about the fact that you're older than me. Are you okay?
Pointedly, a Werther's original sweeps down through the sewer. A Wither's original, actually. It's a necrotic candy.
oh no, say Thrux, you want that?
Own.
No,
Listen,
don't
I
give that
don't
to
eat
him.
anything. I don't just eat anything today. Tomorrow, who knows? But right now, when I have my full intellect, or even less than or even like right now, one could say I'm smarter than normal, but even with my normal intellect, I don't eat random shit. I mean, I will eat random bugs, but like I typically do test on them first. I trusted those robots. They led me astray.
I I can eat it. Is that like a requirement? Do you need someone to eat the random candy floating around?
It was
At this point, it's cast asunder downstream. You'd have to back
asunder.
God.
I would just
Thunder.
I don't recommend anyone eat things out of the sewer.
I don't either.
I realize you can't get sick, Lelee, but at the same time, I can't imagine it's actually a good thing for you.
Wait. No, because now I don't know if I can get sick, because I'm immune to disease and poison, yes. But, like... you know? Hold on, I need to make a very important Google search, or I'll...
Are you like...
Lelee pulls out her
because,
phone.
like...
Lelee gets Ebola.
Wait!
like,
Oh no!
Lelee starts Google searching on Own.
like,
Get the search
this
engine.
is like... Maybe you're immune to food poisoning, but are you immune to indigestion?
Thrux goes,
If I got into sorry, I can't.
Thrux goes, well, that's a funny little topic you bring up there. Because once in the sewer, I had someone make a very compelling... well, it wasn't really compelling. It was weird. But I thought it was funny enough to share with you guys. Someone made the argument that, is it public urination if it's in the sewer? That's where it's going to go anyway.
Who told you that?
Fuck
When you
around
were
and find
4.
out.
Anyways, I find out on my Google search that a sickness is not the same thing as a disease.
Oh no.
This is out of character Kiki talking.
Yeah.
But technically speaking, like an illness or a sickness is something very vague.
This is also
like, you
a
can have,
virus. This is like a parasite.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a cold. A disease is like, I don't know. It's different.
Ligma. Hang on, I legitimately thought that was an actual thing for a second. I was trying to say lupus, but I said Ligma.
Oh, it's like tapeworm.
Ligma is canon.
Well,
in the
got
first one.
heartworms. Gotta go to the vet.
Oh god, holy shit. Well,
I'm sorry,
This is
I
an
joined this
eventful-
session. I just kind of.
no, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Lily's now choking on a soggy donut. No, because I've
Yeah.
the
as you
chicken
guys
came
are
back with a
walking-
vengeance.
As you guys are walking, there are a number of things that like float down the currents. There is a mysterious bag that floats by you. There's like a broken glass vial that has a couple of these strange nuggets inside of them that roll past. There's a number of rats that are scurrying through the sewage and the like, but you're not seeing any worms.
The worms are afraid of water.
Or
Also, shit.
Thrux just goes, no, they're not.
No?
Not necessarily.
Okay, what happened while I was gone? 'Cause I've just been walking around the sewer previously with a box of donuts, so I don't have any idea what happened.
they
Yeah.
think in water.
Yeah, Fajirax, then we ditched and tried to boat across the lake to escape, and quickly discovered that those of us who are infected are very heavy, and the worms are also heavy, and all of the worms are at the bottom of the lake, and they, were trying to, it was bad.
So the worms are in the one thing that I cannot go in.
Yeah.
I guess. Thank God.
Yeah.
But also,
it works.
I need to know, how is it living inside of me? Because my body is not water.
Lelee,
I don't think.
I would like you to roll. Perception on yourself.
Oh boy. Blind man medicine.
Let's go. This is more of just like feeling.
Yeah. It's not a good, it's not a bad roll, it is a good roll.
I'm
that's
straight
a
chilling back here, by the way.
19.
19. You take a second to yourself to assess the situation of just like your body and how a worm could be existing in it. Let's just say that there's a pulse in there that you haven't had for a long time. Something is beating.
She's gonna put a hand on her wrist and just like...
You have a pulse
Like feel her and just
again.
Okay. Fun news, guys. I think the worms gave me a heart.
Welcome to the club, I suppose. Oh, that's very uncomfortably knowing that.
What do you mean?
Charpay, I have a pulse. I have not had a pulse in a year. Yeah. How long has it been? I feel like it's been a year. Just feel the wrist.
Are you sure it's a heart, or is it just like the worms? Just
I don't know. It's beating in my chest. I don't know what else a heart feels like. It's been a little bit.
Alongside this, you suddenly realize that you didn't really notice it because you've been probably more focused on other things, just the adrenaline of moving very quickly and discussions and donuts and chaos. But there is a heaviness in your eye sockets underneath the bandages.
Bro?
She's gonna take the bandages off without any warning. Just like pull them off.
Lelee, you take them and like grab them, pinch them, pull them off, and you guys are expecting to see holes that you've all seen before at this point.
Oh.
But Lelee blinks a couple of times, and you very much see 2 worms in each socket.
Oh!
Dear God!
Get those out of there!
And they are going to jump right out. I would like Charpay, Owen, and Thrux to roll acrobatics, please.
Yeah.
Acrobatic of the worm. My bad.
It's gonna be a dirty 20. A dirty 20.
Owen, as one of them jumps out at you, what do you do with it?
Well, Owen's gonna dodge and then stomp as hard as they can.
The water starts flying everywhere as you stomp through the shit water. Alright, Thrux, what did you get?
Thrux got, it's 22.
Okay.
Thrux grabs the worm out of the air, looks at it.
You smear it against the side, the cobble side of the wall, smear it against it. You get a bunch of, like, that shitty moss all over your hand from the decrepit cobble walls.
Thrux just looks over and rubs it off on Owen's mimic cloak.
The cloak just fucking...
Owen is gonna look at Thrux and say, please be polite to the mimic cloak. Don't tell it when you're don't light things off on it. Be respectful.
Thrux pats the mimic cloak, looks at Owen. I forget it's alive sometimes.
Hey, does a 17 hit you, Thrux?
A 17? Yes. No matter what it does, yeah.
It nips at your hand for 2 piercing damage.
No.
Dude.
Owen will pat the mimic cloak and say, don't hurt him. I'm gonna talk. I'm giving him a stern talking to. No need for violence.
What did Charpay get, by the way?
A 13. That's not great.
No, that's enough. What do you do with it?
Oh, okay. Okay. Probably just like as it's coming towards her, just like backhands it.
Backhands it. It goes splatting against the wall. Slides down. The last worm. There was 4 of them. It's gonna also go after Thrux, so roll another dex save.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Gotta get him somehow.
Yeah, but that day is not today. That's a natural 20 again.
Alright.
Oh!
What do you do with it?
Thrux grabs it, fucking looks up at the sky and is like, got you again! Rips it in half.
And
Hurtful.
it kind of like melts downwards, kind of like a fucking mozzarella stick that has been done up in half. All right.
No, Lelee just sitting there,
Into the water.
appalled, with like bandages in one hand, other hand over her heart, just like, there were worms in my eyes! I don't even have eyes anymore!
I have bad
He
news
pulled
for
off
where
the
else
muff
the
water.
worms may be.
Am I gonna have to, like, you know?
We're gonna have to. That.
Open heart surgery.
No.
It's bad. We're gonna.
I don't have a chest compartment like them. I can't just open my rib cage. I
We'll
need
figure
that.
out something to get rid of the worms. Okay.
I mean, I'm immune to poison. Can I just drink poison? Would that kill them?
Do we have poison?
If you have worms in your stomach, that might work. But, you know, do you feel wriggly?
If I inject poison, they're in my heart, so they're connected to the thingy, the whatever they're called. You know, the things.
We'll keep
I'm interested in.
find a syringe. If we find a syringe,
I think we should look for some other solutions first.
Roll perception, Thrux.
Oh god.
You are in the city sewer.
Oh my god!
For a dirty syringe. No,
You need to go to the doctors and show up and be like, "Can you poison me?"
fine.
What do you see,
It's for
Thrux?
a science project.
What'd you get?
That's gonna be a dirty 30.
Dirty 30. As you're walking, you do catch a glance from the other side of the tunnels, the sheen of a rusted syringe that you're not sure if you want to know what it was used for. Right
Okay.
next to it, there's like a leather belt and a bag. Just a
What the-
bag, a sealed paper bag.
Thrux picks them both up, kind of looks at the needle, throws it away, opens up the bag.
I kind of want to know what's in the
Threx
bag.
opens up the bag, and there's this of white powder.
Anthrax?
Yeah, this is either anthrax. This isn't gonna.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Aren't you negative con right now? Oh my god.
Oh
This is correct.
no. Drugs fucking dies.
Oh my god.
In the height of this moment, I'm gonna go put my leftovers in the leftover container. Please continue commentating. I have my headphones
Cocaina.
on.
-2.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Cocaina.
Oh my god.
I would like to give you the following things. Plus 10 to your movement speed. Advantage on dexterity and strength. Disadvantage on wisdom and intelligence. You cannot sleep right now,
Cool.
and you
Good.
feel... Oh, everything's going off the shits. What you have inhaled is pixie dust. Which is magic cocaine.
Yeah. I'm just glad it's not anthrax and he didn't instantly fucking die.
And you are, after a second of blinking and inhaling it through your nostrils, you like blink your eye a couple of times, and
Thrux just goes, woo!
Own is purple.
You good?
The water beneath you is rainbow colored. It looks like a fancy oil spill. The holes in the wall, they're leading to parties, baby.
Thrux just goes, I don't know what that was, but everything looks cool as hell now.
Thrux?
Can
Can I roll something like investigation?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
something?
yeah, same.
All right.
Ah, this sewer is about to get real lit, y'all.
No!
What is it? Investigation or medicine?
Medicine.
I got a
well,
7 for medicine. I can't help you.
Yeah, that's also gonna be a
For the
7.
record, I've never.
Or they're gonna be an 8. That's gonna.
For the record, I've never said lit in my life. I
That's
just think
8.
it really works with.
I got an 8, so Owen's not gonna be any help either.
Man, Thrux is in a good mood today.
Man.
I
Thrux,
appreciate the enthusiasm, Thrux.
yeah, we really need this type of enthusiasm to get another apocalypse.
For some reason, my head kind of hurts.
Lelee is just on the ceiling laughing.
Hey,
Well-
What's funny?
can Thrux, by any chance, because he's like kind of groovy, fall face first into the sewer water?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no.
Sure. Yeah, no. As Thrux is fucking busting it down and such, neighing, fucking whipping, going off the shits, Thrux trips over his own trips over his own feet, and you guys all watch as Thrux into the shit water.
You want
Which this like a few bubbles bubble up from.
Oh
His
god.
mouth open.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A solid 3 minutes passed before he comes back up.
You guys all just
Get up.
Thrux
Get up.
fucking dead in the water. No, they're a lizard folk, so they can breathe underwater for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Everyone will just like
Owen's like, guys, I'm after like a minute. Owen's like, guys, I'm very worried.
if he doesn't move, Charpay will go scoop him up.
You're scooped up, Thrux.
Thrux is just
You
going,
good?
It looks like candy from under there. But why does it taste so bad?
Charpay puts him on the ground gently. Let's
I'm gonna
Thrux's
say she
pup-
puts him back.
Thrux's pupils are just dilated to hell as
Standing.
well.
standing. Let's. Charpay just like pats him on the head. We're gonna, you know what we're gonna do, Thrux? We're gonna find a candy land that tastes as good as it looks. How about that?
I feel fucking exhausted, but I can't stop.
Okay. Well, let's keep moving, buddy.
Right before any of you lift your feet to start moving, there's another set of footsteps
Oh, bitch.
about 50 feet back.
Uh,
You guys
Don't-
didn't notice them before when you were walking. They're easily mistaken for your own. The way sound reverberates down here doesn't make sense. It's like you're in a metal dome, but none of you are moving. There's something unaccounted for here.
Can
Well,
I roll perception or something?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I perceive the?
You may.
Not well.
Thrux
Do I
is-
have disadvantage
I'm gonna
because I'm
try to-
on the ceiling and blind?
Pardon?
that's a 6.
Pardon, Thrux?
I'm gonna try to perceive. I have disadvantage on this, but I have good perception.
Yeah. Do I have disadvantage or is it like a normal?
You have normal, I'd say, just because you can tremor sense. Put them in rolls for
So
me.
my perception, my
8 and 6
no,
and 12.
we're not doing very well. The blind person can see better than you. How does that
I'll
mean?
say that. Probably what Charpay does is that she just gets jump scared and just carries Thrux like towards the wall.
All right. So you immediately get that like rush and surge of adrenaline in you, and you quickly scoop up Thrux, who is. Woo! And the rest of you are looking around, trying to find something, but once again, with the way that the sound echoes, you can't tell what direction it's coming from. Only that either before or behind you, something is roughly 50 feet away, walking.
Okay, I don't think we're alone.
We just keep going, or should we wait?
Egg, you're
I mean,
muted.
in Thrux's hella drugged out state, Thrux is gonna casually say, I'm cool, but it slips out in Draconic, a language he knows that never has been used before.
You guys
Charpay
hear
knows
like
Draconic.
the rough and harsh tones of Draconic being spoken.
What?
Okay, that's great. Like, we could be a little quieter.
Owen will put out the dancing light. Actually, is that a good idea? Yeah, we have dark vision. Yeah. Owen will put it out.
You snuff it. And what are
Alright,
you
well,
all
now-
doing?
Owen will whisper. All right. Well, now I put out the lights. So now hopefully we won't be.
Thrux's gonna try to get out of Charpay.
Charpay, are
Yeah.
you keeping hold or are you letting this?
I guess I'll let him. I can't control
Okay.
the Coke Fiend.
Coke Fiend, let's go. All right, so Thrux, you managed to wriggle your way out and like slam down, slop into the horrible, disgusting, mucusy floor.
Thrux like gets onto the ground, starts skittering. Think like an actual lizard.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna roll a d4. What direction am I
Whoever-
gonna go?
Coin flip.
Whoever is out there, God help you.
He's the Jesus Christ lizard!
Thrux goes east. I will say that. And if he runs into a wall, he runs into a wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. East, Thrux just like skitters and almost does like a crab walk skitter and just funks against the side of the wall. The footsteps are inching closer.
Thrux goes in Draconic again. Just fuck.
Roll stealth.
Gamers, don't you worry. I'm good at stealth.
I believe in you.
Do you have advantage? Because you have advantage on Dex.
You do, because you're coked out of your
Sinks
mind.
into the water.
Okay, the first roll was 16 plus numbers. So, okay,
Plus
16 plus. So it's 29. I got 29. No, I only got 25.
This is illegal. Thrux,
This house has people in it, just...
yeah, no, Thrux, like, fucking, you guys just watch as he bumps into the wall, makes that noise, and then just, like, compresses into the water. Like, perfect camouflage, too. Like, grabs some trash, puts it over his head, a bag and such, is perfectly spread out. Looks like you'd find a
Thrux
dead...
has become the
looks like a-
crocodile in the sewer.
Yeah, no, literally, the crocodile in the sewer. But kind of looking more akin to, like, a corpse you'd find in a sewer. Like a rat corpse at this point.
Yeah, I guess... I don't know, I'll follow the command of the Coke Fiend, and I could also try to hide.
Yeah, I suppose Owen will also try stealthing at this point.
Sure,
Maybe she's
absolutely.
just on the ceiling. She'll just lay down.
You guys roll stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 12. It's not doing much, but
Oh,
I'll
no.
try.
Oh no, that's significantly worse than a 12 for me. That's gonna be a 5.
Ooh.
What is my
I need you,
stealth?
Coke Fiend.
Alright, it's time to switch out for another dice.
That's an.
Power of drugs.
I got a 14.
Yikes.
Not any better.
But to be,
I'm gonna
fair, the
quickly get a
16
drink.
was by normal roll.
I'm quickly getting a drink. You guys could, like, have a short intermission.
I hope you get something accurately sewer themed, Les. I hope you get something accurately sewer themed.
Dude, I'm.
What is a sewer themed drink, Egg? What is a sewer themed drink?
Sewage,
Mountain Dew.
probably.
I mean-
Mountain Dew. Yeah, there we go.
Mountain Dew. It's so funny because it's a sewer episode, and I was at the swimming pool getting my butt kicked by the prereq.
True.
I got out of the pool and I could not walk.
Oh, no.
I laid on the deck for like a good 2 minutes, just like, oh my god.
Sounds
Oh,
fun.
Godspeed.
You see, I'm over here listening to the Mario Brothers Underground theme. Because I'm a nerd.
Let's go.
I should be
I should
listening
put on
to
the Teenage
Underground
Mutant
theme.
Ninja Turtles soundtrack from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series that took
Put
place
on
on
Sonic
Nickelodeon back when
Underground.
I was a kid.
That's what we need.
I'm gonna put on
Oh,
Sonic Underground.
Sonic Underground is far from a show I like.
Wow. Coming at
It's a
Sonic
show?
Underground.
Fight me,
Yeah.
Cole. Fight me, Cole. I will fight you in the street, dude.
I don't think he's here.
Sonic Underground's a
No,
show.
That's why
I thought the only Sonic show was Sonic Boom. Hold
No.
on.
There's so many others.
No, there's Sat AM, there's Adventure Sonic, there's Sonic Underground, there's Sonic X.
Is that a Sonic anime?
Yeah. Anyways, allow us to continue.
There's a Kirby anime.
Unfortunately, with how compressed these sewers are, it's only about a 15-foot wide tunnel and such, a circular tunnel around you all. Unless you're planning to stop, drop, and whatever the fuck Thrux is doing, there's not really a place you can find to hide. And by now, the footsteps are approaching on 30 feet behind you. They're slower than a person's. In fact, they sound like multiple people from this distance. And there's a noise. Like too many vocal cords strung together in a mass neck. It's high in some points, low in others, cracking from one note to another, with multiple sets of breathing, echoed with the sounds of crunching and cracking, like metal being crushed next to a pinch of a stab. The air feels compressed suddenly. There's like a lurching sensation, like all the air that was currently running through the sewer, which isn't a lot, it's heavy, it's thick down here, but it's like someone else in these tunnels needs it more than you, because it suddenly just goes so thin as the mass breathing of lungs just... And there's these squelching footsteps. And there's like the sound of things dropping into the water with heavy schlops. And for those who can see in the dark, you see its reflection in the waves first. Metallic hues stitching together leather and flesh. Pores that are just overflowing with something. And just overall, this looks crushed, whatever this is. For those who were there, you've seen this scene before. At the start of this whole infectious problem. It's the mass that Owen and Lelee ran over from before. Except it's walking now. Somehow. And everything fits together in a way that you can tell would ensure its survivability. Like, things are connected properly, cradled into a proper spot. It's built to survive, comfortably or not. And through its bleeding pores, you can see metal starting to drip into the water. And with it, the sound of squidging.
Say, oh. Don't like that at all.
Fucking run.
Yep,
So,
let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, go Fiend.
Charpay scoops up Thrux, like, let's go.
Alright, I would like everyone to roll acrobatics against all these fucking worms, which will also be rolling
Yes,
acrobatics.
sir. Oh, God.
I'm worried because my roll.
Acrobatics, 1 second.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, stuff. Yeah.
Not, it's not
Oh,
a bad
there we
roll,
go,
but I fear with Lys's roll that it doesn't really
Acro-
matter.
Alright.
Did you say
And-
acro has gone up to 5? Did you say that my acro has been boosted?
Yeah, no, it's
Oh, my dex, rather.
your dexterity is at advantage at the moment. It's boosted by +5, I believe I said.
Okay.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's at advantage. It's at advantage. Your speed is
Okay.
increased by 10. Okay, so
Okay, that's fine. That is
I'm
still gonna
going-
be 33.
excellent. I'm going to roll against everyone's acrobatics.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 32.
2 times each. Everyone will get rolled against. So
Yeah.
against Lelee, that is a 15. One of the worms slithers to the ground and tries to like crawl up against the wall on you, but as you are running across the ceiling, just by pure happenstance, you're able to crush it underneath your sandal, and you feel it squish against the ceiling. And a second one, that's going everywhere at once. A second one is a 4. It starts to head up the ceiling, but like with the pouring guts of its other worm that tries to get you, it's knocked off and falls into the water with a heavy sound. After that, we're going to go to Snork. The first one, you start to feel it trailing up the back of your leg, but very quickly the Mimic Cloak is going to start thrashing, and it's just going to and slam against it and flick it off into the water. And after that, you're going to take 1 piercing damage as the Mimic Cloak bats that one off, and the other is going to crawl. It's going to crawl up the bottom, the sole of your foot, and such through the divot that makes off your hoof. And yeah,
probably can't stop and do a medicine check right now.
Unfortunately, you'll have to stop first. And Charpay, 1 piercing damage.
Yeah.
As one of them is shot forwards, and it's going to go right in your lower back region, like where the kind of tailbone area is, and starts digging in there. And after that, nat 1. So the other one just doesn't follow you. It doesn't even squirt out far enough to get close to you. All right, and Thrux, with precision, you are able to jump and bound over any of them that come your way. So, currently, Own and Charpay, they both have worms in them and are running from the lumbering beast.
But I should state I was looking at the wrong thing. It's actually
no, it's not going to change anything.
Cool.
Because this thing can only get up to a 21 at the most. Unless it nat 20s. So I was rolling for nat 20s at that point. So, as you guys start making your way down these tunnels, quickly rushing, Charpay holding Thrux and, like, feeling that worm dig in, Own also feeling it dig in, there is no time to stop. It is about 20 feet behind you all, and just clamoring towards you. And it's not long before, in the distance, you guys do see about 60 feet away. You take that right, as you did, as instructed by you, and you see off in the distance a rickety old ladder that you were all told to go into.
Thrux, it's gonna go ahead and do something.
Pardon?
Thrux is gonna now turn around toward the big mass, and he's finally gonna throw that Molotov that he has had on his
Sure. Roll to hit.
That is going to be. What do we add to throw to this? Is it Dex?
Dex.
Okay, so that is going to be a going fast of 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit. Unfortunately, as you throw it, it lands into the water, and while it explodes off into smoke and boiling fumes from like the sudden explosion within the waves, it's only going to splash a bit of boiling sewer water onto its face, onto its many faces.
Okay, here's the reason why it's stupid. There's gas in sewers. With gas, it will now explode.
Oh, methane. Methane from. Actually, it might have dissipated because of.
Yeah, it's pretty airtight down here. We're just gonna say that it just like acts like a Molotov hitting water, which I've seen many times. So yeah, it just kind of like does a small explosion, but doesn't get too much further than that as like the crushed interwrapping and weaving bodies start to crawl their way over the broken bottle and continue to like thrash and roar with the many vocal cords. And I'm going to make everyone roll acrobatics again. Charpay, since you're carrying Thrux, you're probably going to roll for yourself and Thrux here.
All right,
can I put him down? He's fine.
I mean, sure. Can Thrux roll for himself?
Sure.
All right, acrobatics.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my.
Okay, that's better.
That's a nat. Of course, that's a nat 1. Oh my god.
As once again, it's gonna like shake its body, kind of like a wet dog, and multiple of these are going to spray out all over the area. All right, so, oh no, one of them got a 2 against Own. Oh.
By any chance,
can Thrux help Own with the nat 20?
Yeah, can I assist Own with for like a help action with a nat 20?
Well, you can get rid of one of them, we'll say. So with your nat 20, you can bat one of the worms away from Own, but one of them is still going to dig into Own once again. This time, back of the neck wires starts scurrying into there. 1 piercing damage, and also you're going to take 1 healing for the other worm that is now embedded in you.
I'm not getting out of this situation. I know that.
So, Charpay, you quickly manage to batter off the 2 that are approaching you this time, though the one that is currently the one that was in you is now burrowed for 1 healing for you.
Yeah.
I know this is a bit of a weird one. Specifically for Own though. Because I got a natural 20 and I have enhanced movement speed and everything, by any chance, while I'm running, could I try and pull out this worm?
Sure, I'll put another worm targeted against you, though.
That's fine. I can do that.
Okay, roll
that is
medicine.
That is going to be 15 for Own.
15? You do manage to, like, jump up on Owen's back, full of crack cocaine, and manage to grab it, rip it out from Owen's back.
Yeah, that's going to be another 22 for the other worm.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were trying to get both of them?
No, that's gonna be, you said you're gonna throw another worm at me,
Oh.
and I accurate for that?
Yeah, no, I'm still going with the nat 20. I do it all against your flat roll. I'm just gonna put them. Unfortunately, I did also get a nat 20 on one of these. So, one of them is going to do 1 piercing damage into you. And, from there...
Nothing. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Okay. And as you guys can...
loud.
All right, valid. As you guys continue rushing through the sewers and such, with worms burrowing into multiple of you, and like trying to get into you, some of them get very close. Like you feel them against your heels or against your necks or your backs, but you manage to quickly swat them off, flick them off, crush them, anything. At this point, trying to get away from the crushed mass that is kind of just coasting against the floor. And it is at this point when the ladder comes in to 5 feet in front of you all. Rickety ladder, closed pothole manhole lid, creature 20 feet behind. What are you doing?
I mean, probably trying to book it.
Yeah.
Am I still on the ceiling? Well, yes, I'm still on the ceiling. Lelee's gonna try
I feel
and
like it
just,
should be Lelee's job to open it first.
Shove it
because-
open.
Oh god.
All right, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say that you can. You take the pothole lid and you quickly, like, shove it over to the side and reveal the night sky above into the streets of...
I'm gonna do something.
Okay, of Enchanter's Esplanade. Are you gonna crawl out, Lelee?
Before Thrux does anything,
Okay, Thrux?
before Thrux does anything, he's gonna do a medicine check. Try to get that out.
Okay. That is going to leave you
don't have
open for
intelligence,
another
but-
worm.
That's fine. That
Okay.
is going to be 18.
18, do manage to pluck it out. Unfortunately, another one is going to embed into you with the nat 20 and is going to 1 piercing.
So now the question becomes for me, how do I get Own out of the sewer without the sewer breaking again?
Lelee, though, you quickly, like, against the wall, shove the manhole cover off and pull yourself up from the top and, like, roll over onto your side, onto the ground of this area, and just take a moment to, I guess, exhale, not even breathe, you don't need to breathe. Yeah. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, Owen wants to go up, and Owen's probably going to let everyone else go first, because we all know that what happened last time Owen climbed a ladder. Didn't
For
go
those
well.
who are infected, it is an athletics check to get up.
Okay. How high up is the ladder?
15 feet.
15 feet. Okay. Yeah,
It's a 15-foot
I'll
climb.
try to athletics. I'll do my best because
Okay.
that's not quite enough to justify Misty stepping. I don't think.
All right. So Charpay, you quickly head over and grab
Okay.
onto the
Oh, yeah.
ladder. And what'd you get?
17.
17, and quickly you manage to scale it. The rigging of the ladder kind of like creaks a lot under it, but you do manage to get up. You get the sense that it's even more unstable beneath you, but you manage to get up to the top and stand up next to Lelee.
Scream.
She's just like on the ground, just.
Oh
Owen will gesture to Thrux down there to go up first.
Yeah, Thrux is gonna pull himself out, and is going to, as soon as he gets out, try to make another medicine check.
Okay. And Owen?
Yeah, now I will try and go. Come on, rolls don't fail me. I bet they will. Yeah, basically. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay.
Can I
Owen?
try and like offer a hand?
Sure, absolutely. Take advantage, Owen, on the athletics.
I'm changing some dice for this one. Alright, that's gonna be a dirty 20 then.
A dirty
Hey.
20. You are also gonna have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
That's
All right.
fine.
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna
Or
be
okay, would it be Owen grabbing my hand or me grabbing theirs?
I mean, the hands at the same time. I think both of you
Okay.
do.
Bro.
oh man, I can't.
Oh,
That is a
no.
10
Yeah,
exactly.
that's real. I somehow have to fail this. I can't. Oh my god, I can't.
You get up the first few steps, Owen, and you
That's
grab
right.
onto Lelee's hand. Lelee starts pulling you back, though you quickly start hearing the sounds of screams, of burning, of horror, and just like your vision is partially fading out at this point. I'm gonna say that it is enough to get you out, but you are now frightened of Lelee. And Lelee, what did you get?
I got a 10 exactly.
Okay, Lelee, you managed to fight off the sudden fears that are rushing into your head, but by the time Owen gets out, they are just horrified. I guess that gives us the question, Owen, fight or flight?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Owen's probably flight.
Alright,
So-
and Owen just starts booking it. As you guys all are out of the sewer, Owen quickly gets out, and just the second they're out, a full sprint down the open alley, like the open streets, where a ton of undead are around.
I was about to say, oh good, they're running, but then the zombies.
And you guys start to hear clamoring on the metal bars as
God.
it has not fully broken, but you guys see as the thing is starting to climb the ladder.
Charpay will probably like kick the manhole cover closed and just like, okay, let's go.
All right, you see the manhole cover start to like slam and such heavily as it's starting to get pushed up and such, with a neck that is actively compressing as it's like pushing up the really weighted manhole cover. Run. Continue to run. I suppose.
Yeah.
And can I roll my medicine check real fast?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's actually gonna be a disadvantage. 1 second.
That's all right.
Okay, that's 18.
All right,
That's
18. You're quickly able to take out the worm. Oh right, who else had worms in them?
I did, and I can't stop right now because flying
no.
fight.
I don't think there's any helping me.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't think there is. For me
I could
either.
try, but it's already been in there.
I mean, yeah, no, you can absolutely try. The DC is 18.
I'll try. I'm sure I won't because I've got a +0. No, that's a 3. It's not happening.
Charpay, you feel another one just enter your bloodstream and disperse, and the holes in your arms start spreading outwards.
Okay.
All right.
It's fine.
So, you are all within the wreckage of not evocators. Where are you? You are in Enchanter's Esplanade. It is swarming with creatures at this point. Though overhead, you do see a mass shadow cast above you, flying and flapping with grand wings. As from above you, Zima,
There you go.
the large amethyst dragon, is flying above.
Hey, yo.
And eventually she looks down and just goes, "Oi! That the cursed ones!
Hi.
Yeah.
Yo.
All right, get the hell on!" And she swoops down, lands heavy
I'm
onto
really
the ground.
heavy.
That's
I don't know
fine.
if it'll work. Okay.
She's an ancient amethyst dragon.
Where is
Okay,
Owen?
but I also sank a boat.
Where is Owen right now? Because Owen ran because of flight.
You
of
are
flight.
you're like 30 feet ahead of everyone, which Zima's head is going to reach out towards you and like kind of curl back because it's a long serpentine head and just go, "Hey, where are you going?"
Running. It's scary.
No, you're not. It'll be fine up here. Just get on my back and let's get out of here. And she's going to duck it underneath your legs and such and scoop you up onto her head.
All right.
Everyone else is getting on?
Yup. I'm not taking
Question: Is Owen's worm embedded at this point? I guess.
It is, but you can roll a DC 18.
All right. I don't think this is gonna happen, guys, because these rolls just are not like. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know why my luck is so bad. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, not gonna happen. That's an 8 plus.
Can I assist? Can I assist Owen?
You are far away at the moment. You're on the back of the dragon. They're on the front. So I think at this point, it is going to infect Owen as you start to feel your wires pushing out of place as holes start to form.
Yeah, cool.
All right. And right as Zima starts to lift off with just this massive flap of her grand wings, it takes a lot of effort for her to get into the air. You hear the way that she grimaces and such, and probably has to flick her head back so Owen rolls to the main body so it doesn't weigh her head down. You guys see as this mass exodus of undying zombies start to swarm the streets. And from the holes in their body, worms begin to hurriedly swarm, squirming and squiggling towards Zima's body, though are quickly blasted back by the force of a dragon's heavy beating wings, and they're all flown backwards, with only the heavy infected managing to keep their grounds as they start shambling forwards as she lifts herself into the air. And you all start flying. You're about 60 feet up into the air and starting to fly over the streets at this point. And you're all given, I suppose, a moment to breathe.
I mean,
what was that thing?
Owen's gonna say, well, I think another arm got into me. So this is a bad day.
Yeah.
A quick question. Does Lelee have holes in her arms?
No.
Can I do a medicine check on myself to see if there are still worms in me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Can I observe any worm marks on the dragon?
You can see scars, battle wounds, and just general, this has been a dragon who's been through many fights, which is strange considering how laid back and funky they tend to be. I think I accidentally confused their accent for Clements. They're not actually Irish, so we'll get back to that in a second. But this is a very war-torn dragon.
I got a dirty 20 to check for where worm.
You feel the little patches of skin on your arm starting to thin and depress down.
Great. Holes in the arms.
All right, and Zima is going to turn their head a little bit and just go, "Oh, you were not lying when you said that you guys were going to be heavy."
I wasn't. I'm sorry.
That's fine. We should be able to get through it. So
Thank you.
Meeting up with Sirris, is that right?
That is her plan, yes.
Okay. Honestly, not sure how far I can get you guys. Hopefully, it'll be fine.
Thank you, and any distance is appreciated.
Of course. You guys, okay? I mean, you're obviously infected. I don't think you guys were this many tons when I previously met you all.
No. I mean, I'm standing. That has to be good enough.
Yeah, that is good. Man, what a shit introduction to Threadwire. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
It's not normally this hectic, I promise.
Don't worry, I believe you.
Well, luckily...
Oh wait, I'm still on cocaine.
Yeah, actually I'd say it's starting to fade off by now. The adrenaline.
Still high.
When Thrux starts laying back, goes, oh god.
All right, buddy.
No. I'll be fine. No.
Did it wear off? Whatever happened to you?
Yeah, it's coming down. Thrux, aka me,
Okay.
depicted color eye, taking Excedrin after. Okay.
All right.
Quick question for the folks that weren't wandering around the sewers for as long as I was. We have any idea why they're making holes in the arms and like
Oh.
are worms?
Charpay looks at like her own arms, or like worms have literally exited.
More are starting to grow.
Tell me something. Is there a recognition between the worms coming off the? I forget what they were called. They were there during the eclipse and everything, blood moon.
Yeah.
Do they look the same?
No.
Okay.
If you wanted to, I could, like, give you a full description at this point. You've seen so many. Worms is what I've been calling them. They're more akin to leeches. They are, like, small, amorphous blobs of metal and carbon with ridges of, like, a leech instead of a worm's, like, more bumpy ones. It's, like, very tiny lines going down it. And there are no teeth. There are no signs that would indicate that this is an organic creature. It is more like a moving little bit of metal.
Well, how? Owen's gonna say to the dragon, how have you been faring up here, or here?
Not the best. I mean, I've just been trying to find Mallow.
Was that one of the people we already knew were missing?
Yeah.
Well,
That was the Axolotl folk council member.
Owen will say, I don't think we've seen him, so sorry.
That's all right. At this point, though,
Oh, yeah, if you weren't,
I'm just trying to get you guys to Sirris.
yeah,
That's
thank you.
what I'm trying
If
to
you
get
weren't already
to.
aware, Jirax is super infected.
That I do know. He's an asshole, but,
Yeah.
you know, he does mean well despite everything, so...
Yeah, I do think everyone really
Yeah,
did.
he's not dead. We didn't kill him.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think that these things can die. I've seen them raise about 10 times tonight. And,
Maybe.
oh, shit. Hey, so, would there be any way to, like, lessen the strain on me right now? Because, I think we have a bit of a problem down here.
Oh yeah, hold on. Lily's gonna do her bat thing and see if that helps.
Not
Not
really
done
helping,
help.
but that's fine.
Alright.
You know what? Just hold on.
Alright, she'll
Okay.
turn back so she can hold on.
Yeah, oh,
It's just like I can't do anything. I am so
You guys see, and start to hear, rather, first of all, these overlapping sounds of growls and grunts and of, like, that metallic string noises that sounds like your vocal cords and your viscera were strung with piano lines and wires instead of vocal cords and such, the actual flesh and string that makes us up as people. As you see the undead starting to run and slam into one another with such force that they are crushing each other on impact. And they're beginning to form a staircase. It is about 20 feet in the air right now. And their bodies, they are tearing themselves apart and running into the crowds with each other to reform as this overarching, reaching staircase. At the bottom, you see the crushed people. From there, you can make out faces of Tritons, of Tabaxi, kids, adults, grandparents, all forming together and slowly, piece by piece, taking themselves apart and putting themselves together again, just to follow two functions: survive and infect. So, it grows, with more and more stretching from the alleyways, with and worms filling in all of the blanks and such, and weaving things together, and stitching it all to just a perfect staircase up, with eyes opened in the places your feet would land, with arms sticking out from the sides, with hands and fingers detached and acting as scaffolding. It's about 20 feet up. You are 60 feet in the air. Going down about 5 feet.
Well, that should be easy enough. 1 second.
Oh no, thing. I don't like that. That doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't,
No,
and we're going
what's going
down.
on? What's going on?
Giant
God,
fucking
is there anything I can
staircase.
do?
Like- What?
Oh,
We're actually going to roll for initiative. This is going to be a rather impromptu
Yeah.
combat, so it's not going to be
We're
anything
gonna
too
fight
big.
the staircase.
I have a very good idea game called physics.
Physics. I see. Oh no. Is that? Oh, okay. I thought the nat one was initiative.
I put it in the wrong channel.
That's okay.
No, it's
I can quickly tab up.
And then it's going to be 14 for Zima. It's kind of impromptu here. I don't think we need a list. I can go by sight here. So, starting off, Charpay. Once again, as before, this staircase, this interweaving amalgam of flesh that almost reminds you of the way that ants can form rafts together. You see it starting to crawl upwards. It is, once again, 20 feet up, and you guys are 60 feet up, so there's a 40-foot buffer.
okay. Yeah. What she'll, I guess, I don't know if this will do anything necessarily, but she will try to cast Magnify Gravity on, like, the base of the staircase.
Ooh, I really like that. What's the range of Magnify Gravity?
Oh boy. It's 60-foot range, 10-foot radius.
Excellent. That should actually work perfectly. So, you are going to cast it down where the compressed group of people from the beginning are, and what do I have to roll for that?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw, that is going to be a 19. So I believe that's
Ooh,
half
yeah, they'll
damage.
probably succeed, but yeah. Yeah, so that's just 6 damage and no reduction to speed, damn.
Oh, okay. So you see as you take this like well of gravity at the bottom, and some parts of this thing squish inwards and such. It reduces about 5 feet in height, but it's starting to quickly thread itself together with arms and legs and worms and such to make up for that lost space as more and more people throw themselves into the case.
I just realized we have to roll against each other for it.
Oh, me and you?
Okay.
No, Kiki and I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their
That's a
YouTube
7.
channel.
It says
There is a
Mine
YouTube
was-
channel to see the past episodes. If you are curious, it is the Cursed Ones D&D on YouTube. We got all the
What's
VODs
a
in there,
7 Snorp? What did you
and
get?
they
I
all
got
have
9.
timestamps on them, which is very helpful. Currently, we are up to the second episode since last or so. I'm going to be updating it, I believe, tonight with the one before this one, but thank you for asking. Anyways, what do we have here? So, that was going to be... Charpay, is that all you're doing?
yeah, that's about it. But
Okay.
it also says with the spell that any object that isn't being worn or carried in the sphere requires a successful strength check against my spell save DC to pick up their move. So I don't know if that'll help me necessarily, but it's something until the next turn.
Okay, excellent. All right, well, that is going to bring us then from there to Snorp Own. At this point, Zima falls another 5 feet. So now the distance is still going to be 40 feet because it also toppled down 5 feet. But you guys are now 55 feet in the air.
Question, are there any, like, pillars or anything, or is it, like, all just, like, one solid mass going upwards?
Imagine scaffolding on the side of a building made of human body parts.
Cool. Is there any obvious, like, weak points if one part collapses, the rest will collapse?
Aiming lower would likely help. Just
Okay,
like
well,
anything, if you take out the foundation, the rest of it will topple, though it is a sturdy foundation of metal.
Well, it's time for our favorite thing because my rolls are not turning out today.
Is it time for Magic Missile? Let's go!
At like the scaffolding. God, my rolls are so bad today. I got 2 1s out of the 3 darts that it's created. So that's gonna be because I have the total here plus 3 because it adds 1 to each. That will be 8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage. So unfortunately that does not reach the damage requirement to lower the staircase without, like, magnify gravity. So, you quickly start casting off these magic missiles that go... The darts manage to slam into eyeballs, into arms that crack and break them backwards, but they quickly, perfectly, almost, you watch as, like, another zombie crawls up the side of the scaffolding and lets itself get torn apart and to fill in the process and such with its eyes and mouth, like, licks its own lips and such as it is added and stretched to the scaffolding.
And yeah, I mean, that's all I'm going to do because I don't, obviously, there's not much movement I can make and I don't have any bonus actions.
You quickly rear backwards and just, oh boy. From here, at this point, the distance is starting to close. So, you guys are no longer 40 feet away, you are 30 feet, actually, that is going to go down to 30 feet away from this thing, because Zima falls another 5, and it raises another 5. Lelee.
Oh boy. I'm going to expend... How much was it? 3 key points to cast the Minute Meteors. And then with that fun spell, it says that on my... when I cast this spell, and as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors. So I am going... Yes. It's a range of 120 feet, so she's just gonna launch them. However, she's going to, like, glance around, just like, all right, what direction?
Down! It's literally everywhere!
Okay! And she's going to launch 2 of those downwards and make me 2 dexterity saving throws, please.
2 dexterity saving throws coming right up. Natural 2015.
Both of those pass. My spell save DC is not very good. Still, you'll take half damage for each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes. Much make a dexterity saving throw, but I just made it 1 because I figured it's just a mass.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely a mass.
So 2d6. So I'll just roll 4 so I can get all of my fun damage.
Go wild.
So glad I have 4 d6s. That's the wrong d6. That is from a casino.
Ooh, Pog. The casino.
That's 19 fire damage.
19 fire damage. So, you take these 2 meteors that, like, rise in both of your hands and just start flinging them both downwards, where they start to collapse in this purple flame meteor strike. And it perfectly explodes into the side of it, one of them does, and then the other into the middle, where, once again, it starts to collapse down forward. The way it moves is almost like someone stumbling forwards after being hit, but in the form of a staircase, moving and stumbling forwards, and this mass array of screams just echoes outwards from it. It does decrease by 5 feet. So you guys are back to a 35-foot distance between. Is that your turn?
That's all I can do unless, like, because the only other option is I have to wait till my next turn to use the bonus action because I have 6 meteors.
Excellent. Okay,
just a waiting game.
Then that is going to bring us to Zima, who is just going to stare down at it and is actually going to, instead of attacking, is just going to go, you guys have that handled right. I'm going to try and get more air. And she's going to roll athletics and is going to soar another 10 feet into the air once again to gain more distance between you guys and the staircase. And unfortunately, that is going to be her turn, trying to keep you all up. So, Thrux.
Thrux is gonna do something a little fun.
We love fun.
Fun experiment. Thrux is gonna go ahead, pull out the sun rapier.
Oh, yes.
And use the sunbeam.
Ooh, let's go.
Basically, I target it from myself in a 15-foot wide, 60-foot long line. They have to make a con save.
Okay.
Radiant damage. Wait, no. Is it con? Yes. Must make a con.
Okay. That is going to be an 11.
I don't see the DC on the sword. Do I use my
DC is going to be charisma. basically it's what your like spellcasting charisma would be. So
well, then they fail. They fail.
yeah.
Okay. Then they're all gonna take D8 radiant damage. 68.
Yum yum yum. All
6
right.
D8?
Yes.
That's a lot of D8.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Sunbeam
sorry.
is a big. Sunbeam is a very big spell. So you take the
I think I've
rapier
cast it.
and kind of like, I want to say it's one of those like She-Ra type things where you raise it up into the air, it starts charging with power, starts glowing immensely, and then just like with the radiant sun energy that you hold within yourself is going to burn and beam out forward in these like array
Skyward sword.
that kind of like spin around you. You know how like cartoon suns are drawn with like the large like beams coming out of it? It kind of beams around Thrux and just goes downwards like a sword crashing in, made of pure light that burns to look at, which goes like right down the middle of the staircase and cracks through it for
33 damage.
33 damage. It is going to reduce its height by 15 feet as it crumbles forward and kind of splits in half and falls apart to the ground with shrieks
Yes, sir.
emanating from the ground.
I did it.
You did it! And
Nice.
that is going to bring us to the staircase, which is going to start screaming, this reverberating, echoing, horrible clatter of noise that is going to make everyone roll a intelligence saving throw DC 11.
Oh no, my intelligence.
Zima got a 12.
Natural
I
20.
am-
Is this a spell that I
I
could
am-
make a charisma save or no?
Honest to God.
You
That's
can
a
make a
nat
charisma.
one.
No!
I'm on
Let's
such
see.
a roll with the nat
D,
20.
what
I'm
was
after
the,
11. That's a 27.
the D?
DC 11.
I got 10.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm
I
on it.
don't know.
I don't even know.
Alright, so
I guess it would make sense for a sound attack to do more to Lelee because no eyes, ears work better.
absolutely. Lelee, it starts to like shake through your ears. Your whole body feels like it's tremoring and shaking and just it feels like it's echoing endlessly, like bouncing off your insides to just keep getting louder. It's horribly overstimulating. And you fall to the ground, unable to move. Not to the ground, but onto the back of Zima, unable to move. Also, Zima has to roll a wisdom save. But she succeeds.
Yeah, this also drops concentration on
Melf's-
meteors,
yeah,
so they're
okay.
no longer floating around.
And Owen, the same happens to you. You feel your vision black over with static for a moment as you just like almost short circuit sparks start to fly from you, and you just like kind of your head falls downwards and you enter a sort of semi-stasis type position. And Zima is very close to falling. In fact, I'm gonna say that she dips 15 feet to match how much it's fallen. But
what damage did I take, by the way? from
you
that?
don't take any damage. This just paralyzes you.
Okay, cool.
And she dips down just slightly, but manages to keep her bearings by flapping her wings. And from there, it is going to send out a number of worms towards you all. So, Owen and Lelee take 1 piercing damage, and
Cool.
Zima is going to get 2 infested in her. And she's just gonna go, okay, I can't deal with that. Hey, I have some worms on me!
Hey, Thrux is gonna go over a medicine check.
Well, we are in initiative. Yeah, alright.
Yeah,
so,
no, I forgot that we were in there.
that's
My
okay.
bad.
All right, so with that, you guys, I believe, have a 35-foot distance. I haven't been keeping too much track, but I think that's correct, because she fell 15. We'll say. It's a reasonable number, which is going to bring us to Charpay.
Okay, yeah, she'll try to help with the worms. I'm so bad at helping with the worms. I'm so sorry, though. I'm gonna
What
try.
happens to the Albuquerque medicine training? Roll me a medicine check.
Bad. It's a 3.
No!
It's
Unfortunately, going down the side of Zima's, like, wing and such, you are unable, with the way that she is, like, trying her hardest to flap the wings, you're unable to get it. It's in the divot between, like, the muscle that attaches to the back and starts the wing. It slips through your fingers, and Zima just goes, okay, that's fine, I'll keep flying.
Sorry.
That's okay. Is that one in beds? Thrux?
Okay, Thrux is gonna run
Oh, wait,
over
no,
and do a
it's
medicine-
not your turn. I'm dumb as hell. I thought that we were just medicine checking. I forgot we were in initiative. I'm
Ah,
so sorry. I forgot. Anything else you want to do? Bonus actions and movement only.
Oh, but now you remember. That's okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, excellent. So, that's going to bring us to Snorp. Own, you are paralyzed. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh my god. I don't even know how I rolled. I don't even know how I rolled lower than last time, but I did. So that's gonna be 9.
Unfortunately, a worm embeds into Own for 1
Awesome.
healing. And Lelee, intelligence.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So you know how my intelligence is minus
-2.
2.
Yeah,
And you
is
know
that
how I just
0?
rolled a 2. So it's a 0.
It's going to embed into you. So now the DC for
Shoot.
removing these ones
Yeah.
is 18.
Alright. Can I do anything else, or am I just like...
You are still paralyzed, unfortunately.
He's just on the ground, just like, oh my god.
Alright, Zima's turn. Zima can only really keep her athletics going to see if she can fly over it. Unfortunately, she keeps descending with another 5-foot drop. Because she is getting heavier with the worms embedding, which is a problem. Thrux.
Time for my medicine check. Run over. Gotta do that.
Are you doing it on Zima, Lelee, or Own?
Dude, I have to do Zima. I feel I have to. We're
No. I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right.
It's alright.
Alright, you head up onto the neck where one of them was starting to embed itself. Oh. And once again, it slips between 2 of the scales and just embeds inwards.
Listen, guys, I promised I was gonna do better when we were such a okay. Thrux roll a medicine earlier. I got a 15 then.
I feel like we can agree that this is the round of big fucking L's. So,
It's about
My brother.
Yeah.
It's about time that the campaign ends because we die.
without anything helping, and with things getting worse, Zima is going to drop another 10 feet as the staircase raises 15 feet.
Oh, actually, before that, let me think. Do I want to do a bonus act?
Yes.
I was just thinking that I might do one, but I don't know what it was. You know, I will go ahead and just... I'm gonna go ahead and currently just activate my Cloak of Displacement.
Okay.
So any worms that are fired at me are now disadvantaged.
Okay, excellent. So, as both start to meet, you guys see as shambling figures are actually climbing the staircase now. They're so heavy that they're indenting, like fully crushing the faces of other people making it up. And they start to reach the top before folding themselves in to add to the staircase that rises. You guys start to see an axolotl folk walking up the staircase.
That bitch.
Found your friend.
How long does the paralyzed last?
We'll say at this point we are out of initiative and everyone is able to snap through their paralysis.
Can I
Alright.
try to medicine check myself
Sure.
now?
Yes. You quickly
Yeah,
can.
I would like to do
I
that
am
as
so
well.
desperately begging for something that isn't a 2 or a 3. Oh, thank God!
Oh, right on the money, then 18.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna. Okay, so I got 17 plus my medicine was a +1, so 18 plus 5 coming proficient in medicine. So that's gonna be high. 7. That's gonna be
Hi.
23. 23. So.
All right, 23. So you guys both are able to just like dig into yourself. The second that you guys start to feel your fingers twitch, you push yourselves up immediately, like at the same exact time, and just rip them out of you, like digging into the flesh, through the wires, anything to get them out at this point, and throw them off the side, which join and knit into the staircase, which
Yeah.
is very close now. At the point where there are tremors that feel like they're shaking the air so much so that Lelee, you feel it, like, it's right there. And Zima's head tilts back and just goes, wait, Mallow? And unfortunately, she pauses for a moment in recognition.
Oh no.
God.
As the staircase knits up and Mallow stumbles to the top and reaches out a hand. There are holes all over him. The kimono shredded to bits at this point. It is holes from literally the face down, all of it. It just looks like a piecemeal hive at this point, more than a person. But you can make out the silhouette, you can make out the frills, you can make out the beautiful clothing, as their head is like hung low from how heavy it is. But they manage to look up, and with glossed over eyes that you can see wriggling behind at this point, they reach up a hand, and they speak in a familiar voice. Wilfred's voice.
Oh, good God.
Dad, come back. As they are going to cast Power Word Stun onto Zima.
Bitch!
Oh no.
Bitch!
Wilfred?
What the fuck?
Is that... No. Hey, what's going on down there? I can't tell.
That's not
No
Wilfred.
eyes?
It's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's
Not
Damn.
even like a possessed dead body?
I want
No,
you guys
what
to
the
all
fuck?
roll perception.
it's a fucker disrespect.
All those who can
Oh.
see. Though...
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey,
okay,
we're-
well, I was
We're
looking
right
at...
back down in the land of mediocrity. Yeah,
Told
that's
you I
gonna
wanted to roll. I told
that's
you
gonna
I
be
wanted to roll.
3 for my perception. So
So-
we're back down in the
If
land.
it's
The,
a single
uh,
most nat 20s, I've gotten an incessant.
Hey, yo.
The air starts to tremor as the power word rips out through it all. You've felt this feeling before. Also, Own, recharge that pen of yours with the power word.
You're right. That is actually.
Hey, yo.
So there's benefits to this, but Zima's wings that go from beating heavily lock into the air, like they can no longer move. And in an instant, your guys' stomachs lurching upwards, you guys start to slowly fall to the ground. And as you're holding on
Okay.
for dear fucking life, you guys all catch your own glimpses of the staircase. Own, you're probably too busy holding on, just gripping onto the scales, doing your best to hold on as best as you can with as much might as possible so that you don't go flying off this thing and indent and cause a fucking crater-level explosion into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm giving. I know I got a natural 20. I'm giving myself disadvantage because fear of heights.
That's fair. I will absolutely let you do that.
That being said, it's
Could
still a
I-
high roll. It is going to be 29.
29? Okay,
Hey,
29.
yo. Yeah. Can I
yeah,
cast
Charpay?
Featherfall on Zima?
You can, absolutely.
Okay.
But there is this moment where you guys get a closer look at the staircase. Every single weaving limb, every single bit that has been filled in with metal is familiar. As every single bit that's been replaced with metal looks exactly like a part of Wilfred you would have remembered. From wings to eyes, you see his face repeated all over. Half merged with people. Melted. Just like the body. As Charpay, you grab on, you press down into Zima's back as you guys are going falling, and cast Featherfall, watching as the staircase lurches forward to you all, with people starting to grab on to the falling tail. At this point, it's about a 20-foot jump to get onto the ground. These things are starting to mount and crawl onto Zima.
Okay.
How far are we from anywhere?
You see the entrance to Necromancer's Artery,
Okay, God.
about 50 feet away.
Okay.
Let's quickly head back into initiative for a moment, as we are going to start off with Charpay. 20 feet off the
Okay.
ground, feather falling down slowly, with creatures from the staircase starting to grab onto the back of Zima's tail. With
Yeah.
Wilfred's talons, Wilfred's hands, everything.
Yeah. Are we surrounded?
No, it's a straight shot forward, but they're starting to arc around at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's just gonna sprint forwards, but I guess as she's like, she'd probably like turn back for a bit to fire some arrow shots at the ones grabbing Zima's tail.
All
And I
right,
guess she's just fucking jumping. Why not?
Okay, sure. Charpay, you take a quick run and are going to just leap off the side. Everything feels like it's in slow motion as you take, how many shots are you taking?
That would be 3.
All right, you take 3 arrows, all webbed between your arms, and you pull them back on your bow, and one by one, let them go. Roll to hit.
Okay, that's an 11. I doubt that hits.
The first one is going to pierce right through one of the middle eyes, one of those same familiar, friendly eyes, but it gets sucked into it and covered up once again.
Okay. 19? Does that hit?
19. Another one pierces directly through a childlike head and starts bleeding out this, like, liquid chrome.
Oh. Does that not do damage, I assume?
It does. Roll your damage.
Oh, it does, okay. Okay, yeah. That is 6 damage. Not much, but
as this
something.
childlike figure falls off the side of Zima, 20 foot to the drop, slams, splatters against the ground, smears, and the smear is picked up by the walking staircase.
Oh god, okay. And 14 for the last one. I don't know if that hits.
14, unfortunately, it gets swallowed into the mass.
Okay, well, I tried.
And you land to the ground. Literally, the glass just cracks out a crater downwards. You are going to... that is going to be 14 fall damage.
Yeah, that's
which is
alright.
bludgeoning. As your knees buckle horribly, they have this horrible sensation about them. You swear for a second that it's broken, but you feel something knit it together.
Okay, anyway.
And you start to book it towards the gate of Necromancer's Artery. All right, after that, we are going to head to Own.
So we're falling on Zima's back still, correct?
Yes,
That's where it
yes.
is, right?
Slow motion falling, and there are creatures coming up the side to try and intercept you all.
Cool. What do I want to do here?
It's a 20-foot drop-off and 30 feet away from the gate into Necromancer's Artery.
The big question I have is, do I want to waste another spell slot? Well, not inherently waste, but use another spell slot and feather fall off this thing.
20 bludgeoning or feather fall.
I absolutely cannot take 20 bludgeoning.
Sorry, I meant 2d6.
Well, I mean, I only have 20 HP right now. I don't think I want to play games with that. I think I'm gonna feather fall off.
Okay.
Maybe.
You quickly jump off the side and get this like rush of lightness, which is actually a surprising relief from everything that has been happening with the worms infesting you. And that is your spell for the turn. Actually, that's a reaction. But I think if it's done on your turn, it counts as your action. Or we're just gonna go with that, because why not? And you are going to start slowly falling to the ground, where, luckily when you touch down, it only gives a slight bit of cracking. And are you going to run up to the gate with Charpay?
Yep.
Alright, and you start making haste towards it. Seeing behind you, if you look behind, the massive stretch of staircase, as big as buildings behind you all, made of interweaving bits of your friend.
Cool.
Alright, Lelee.
Am I the last person left?
No, Thrux is still on there.
Regardless, Lelee's gonna
Don't you have,
be
like,
careful not to.
fall reduction?
I mean, I can just bat.
That, and you're a monk, so I think when you fall, you take, like, a shitload of fall damage off of yourself.
Let me check.
I'm almost certain, because I remember this being a thing on Kasim's sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might have been something that I straight up just didn't write down because there's a lot of stuff.
Just like the deflect
Hold on.
missiles. Slow fall. Yes, at 4th level, you can use your reaction to reduce any
slow
fall
fall.
damage by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level. So, at this day
I
and
have
age...
that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find it. Okay, yeah, she'll like give a little wave to Ziva, just like, hopefully you'll be able to be a little faster with us, not weighing you down.
She
and
is
then
stunned,
she'll
so
just-
she can't say anything or do anything. She
Well,
just has
regardless,
this,
I hope she likes the sentiment.
she has this glossy look in her eyes that is still peering with a determination that you can tell says, go.
Alright, yeah, she's gonna hop off
You take a running leap and land on the ground. I'm not going to make you reduce the damage because it's 2d6. You have 75 that you can reduce it by. You're fine. You roll onto the ground, not even causing a crack, and break into a sprint, catching up with Charpay Thrux. Or Charpay Own. And Thrux, it is your time to get off.
Yeah, Thrux is gonna turn around, look at everything, go, fucking hell. Shit. And goes ahead and jumps off the dragon with trying to basically deck save if possible. Gracefully. Maybe honestly, if there's a building nearby, like land on a balcony, drop down on another balcony. If that's like
I'll let you roll acrobatics for that.
Macro? Okay. That is going to be 22.
24? Okay, 22. You managed to jump off onto a street post, or like a street lamp, and slide down the side of it, Singing in the Rain style, swirl around it, jump off, and make haste, where we are going to leave initiative. As you make your way down the stairs to Necromancer's Artery, you all see, standing within the dark fog, Illiiah. Without a single touch of an expression on her face, besides the usual knife cat type smile. And she stands stock still, waiting as the shadow of this like massive, it's a fucking tidal wave of people at this point, casts behind you all as you are rushing towards to get through the gates to Necromancers. She doesn't raise a hand, just taps her foot slightly on the ground with a half-quirked from her throat. And from behind you all, this mass array, right as you get through the gate, this mass array of rainbow colors just appears, coming up from behind you all, as she casts Prismatic Wall. This gigantic multicolor rainbow appears, and as the wave slams into it, you start to see sparks of burning and cauterizing metal and flesh, and like chunks go flying off into the distance as it starts to actively lurch forward and crumble in the first layer of red. They start burning up into fire. The few that manage to get through that start going through serious acid, burning through themselves and the metal. From there, it's only about skeletons left of these things, still reaching forward, that start getting torn apart by lightning, then poison, then cold, and from there, it just collapses, and this entire tidal wave behind you becomes nothing more than smoke at the end of the prismatic wall. As Illiiah turns to you all and just goes, "Well, you're welcome. Sirris wishes to see you. Please fix this mess."
I'd love to. Thank you.
That's our end game.
And she is going to teleport away.
Is she floating right now, or is she just not here?
No, gone.
No, that was Lelee in character.
No, teleported. Gone.
Okay.
You guys can see behind the prismatic wall more and more creatures starting to bound forward and starting to try and create another staircase to get over it, to which from behind you, through... So, lived?
Yep.
Barely.
Not really, but kind of.
Thrux like a worse for wear, but actually not even infected.
Good. I managed to rendezvous with the others. Let's fucking storm this mansion.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to end the session off here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I realized that throughout all this time, I forgot to update the stream title, so it says it's episode 105. It's episode 106. That's my secret. I forgot. I forgore.
But now you remember.
I remember. Wow. I was so excited for this session because I was just very excited for fucked up staircase. I've been thinking about it for so long. Horrible staircase creature. Let's go through some closing remarks, shall we? Egg.
Wow. That's us, and like honestly, seriously, Thrux is actually probably really pissed at the moment because this seems very disrespectful to who Wilfred was.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is,
party
I
have
don't
a
know what the
chance.
fuck is going on.
The party have a chance to be mad as fuck. But no, this is a very shitty thing to have happened. Kiki.
I know logically his actions are fueled by grief and losing his wife and his son and trying to bring him back to life, but also Grayold White. Oh my god, you are making me so angry right now. Are you kidding me? I understand that when you feel grief, you're being irrational, but what goes through that tiny little grape-sized bird brain that makes you go, I'm going to break into Lady Death's house and then accidentally, oopsies, create a giant worm death plague? How
Oops,
does that
all
seem like a
worms.
good idea?
It happens.
Grayold! Grayold,
It
do you
doesn't
have
happen.
worms
It's never
for
happened
brains?
before.
Do you have worms for brains? Is your little grape-sized bird brain now
He
worms?
forgore.
Huh?
He forgore.
You are no longer a predator. You are prey. You became the one thing that you as a bird swore to destroy.
Holy
No
shit.
longer can you feed on the birds on the side on the worms on the sidewalk. You are nothing to me.
Wow.
I feel no pity.
Fucking hell.
Anyways, great
Holy
session. I loved that a lot.
Thank you. Oh.
So
Snort.
I have felt so much pent up frustration.
Don't worry, you'll be able to take it out soon. Snort.
Great.
I think somehow my rolls were better this session than last time,
They were.
but they were still really bad.
You lived. That's what matters.
I'm not dead yet.
Not dead
Next
yet.
lesson.
Cece.
Fuck this old gray bitch, man. I'm tired.
Fuck this grieving father. Get his ass.
I hate him. Get him out of here.
I've made him irredeemable. I can't fucking believe this. And I guess my closing remark is cool ass motherfucking sword. I don't know, I just wanted to show off my sword. But tune in next week, where finally we deal with this damn ass fucking bird dad. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We'll see you next week with more Cursed Ones. Bye!
Bye.